This is the Frontier League, where legends are born and every game is a shot at greatness. Wherever you are, wherever you're watching, welcome to the show. 18 teams, 2 countries. One relentless mission, win today. From the crack of the bat to the final out, every pitch, every moment. Streaming now on the all-new Frontier League network, powered by HTM. Get loud, get locked in, because the show starts now.
Live from Clover Stadium in Pomona, New York, we welcome you to New York Boulders baseball. And the middle of a 3-game series, as today they'll host the New Jersey Jackals. And Boulders baseball presented by Coca-Cola. Hi again, everybody. I'm Mark Renee alongside Brian Hanway. And I don't know what the Boulders do for an encore, Brian, but on the heels of yesterday's historic 15-6 win, it wasn't the score that was historical. It was the fact that the Boulders put up a double-digit run total, 15-plus, for the third straight game. 46 runs over the last 3 games. That had never been done before by any Boulders team going back to the inaugural season of 2011. Fritz Genther, the first 3-home run game in franchise history, and he tied Peyton Isaacson's record with 8 RBIs in that single game.
Well, we'll see if we can see the Boulders replicate that tonight, but what's really going to be interesting is how well Emmett Bice can come out and perform today for the Boulders. They're going to need a solid outing for him today. He only lasted 4 innings his last outing. We'll see what Mr. Bice can do today to help this team out.
Talk about him in just a sec as we come to you live from the CSEA broadcast booth inside the Motion Sports Medicine press box. And on our pregame segment, we lead off with the Frontier League standings presented by Deloitte Audit Consulting Advisory and Tax Services. The Boulders, after a season-high 3rd straight win, now 9 up, 11 down, including a record of 4-7. Here at home, they are sitting 5 games out of first place, second in the East Division of the Atlantic Conference, behind the division-leading Sussex County Miners, who are 15-7 but have lost 2 in a row. The Down East Bird Dogs are 8-12. They're 6 games back. They've lost 3 straight, and these New Jersey Jackals have lost 4 in a row. They've fallen to 7-14. They're 7.5 games out of first place. Pitching matchup for the middle of this split 3-game series that concludes tomorrow night in Paterson, New Jersey, is brought to us by Key Bank. For the Jackals, 23-year-old left-hander Francis Ferguson, a 1-0 record since graduating from Malloy University on Long Island, an ERA of 5.40. And for the Boulders, the aforementioned 25-year-old, the right-hander Emmett Bice, 0-1, an ERA of 8.31. Diamond Notes brought to us by Clarkstown Coin and Jewelry, a family-owned and operated dealership in rare coins, precious metals, and fine jewelry. Call 845-623-7788 for an appointment. Located at 115 South Middletown Road in Nanuet. Well, aside from the Boulders' first multi home run game, they had 4 yesterday, 3 for Genther, 1 for Ryan Vogel, also his first of the season. TJ Stanton is now 10 away from 400 career managerial wins. Yesterday was number 390. Our starting lineups are presented by Bud Light. Bert Gonzalez, the former Boulders coach, in his 2nd year managing the Jackals, starts off with his second baseman, Luis Acevedo, for a 2nd straight game. He'll be followed today by the right fielder, Ryan Ford, then the first baseman, Miguel Gomez. Now, Albert Scipion is in the cleanup spot playing left field. Trevor Sheehan hits 5th and plays 3rd base. Then it's the shortstop, Patrick Sanchez. Chris Reeder will be behind the plate. He'll bat 7th. Rochelle De Rosario is the DH batting 8th. We saw him yesterday, but he pitched the 8th inning and was actually their most effective pitcher of the game. Bryson Parks will be the center fielder batting 9th. For the Boulders, 5th year now under TJ Stanton. Austin Dennis leads off at shortstop, followed by Ryan McCoy in right field. Alfredo Marte's back in the lineup after what the manager called an old man spa day. Fredo is the DH and batting 3rd. Christian Ficca in the cleanup spot plays first base. Jason Agresti will bat 5th. He's back behind the plate today. Isaac Maloney in left field is batting 6th. Then it's Mr. 3 home runs, Fritz Genther, playing 2nd and batting 7th. Kevin Higgins back in the lineup today. The elbow feeling much better, he told me this morning. Higgins playing third and batting eighth, and Ryan Vogel, off his first big fly of the season, will play center field and bat ninth. Boulders injury report sponsored by Montefiore Einstein, Science and Medicine Advancing Human Health. Montefiore Einstein, the official team physicians of the New York Boulders. Pitcher Eric Stock remains on the 14-day injured list. And, of course, they had to put Zane Zerbrug on the 60-day following his arm injury in the field on Saturday night. Now the keys to the game presented by Howard Hanna Rand Realty. Home happens here, and Brian, you mentioned they need a good start today from Emmett Bice.
They did, and they got a great one yesterday from Mason Olson. What's really worked out for the Boulders this season, if they get really solid starting pitching outings, it sets up their team for success, and it really helps heat up their offense.
Well, we talked about when the weather heats up, so does this Boulder offense. That has been the history of this franchise dating back to year one, 2011. And we've got mostly sunny skies. The humidity is up a little bit today, and a breeze right now blowing out to right center field certainly helps any hitters, right or left, reach the short porch, 313 feet up the right field foul pole, 403 to straightaway center and the 30-foot high green wall. It's 408 feet to the power alley in left center field and 323 to the left field line. Umpires for this morning's game presented by Burke Rehabilitation Hospital. Burke Rehabilitation, delivering excellence in physical and medical rehabilitation and life-changing care. Calling the balls and strikes is Michael Green. Jacob Cackett is at first base today, and Matt Beaver, who had the plate yesterday, will be umping at third. Star-Spangled Banner straight ahead, and the first pitch of the middle game of this series, the last of the Boulders' 8-game homestand, is straight ahead here on the Boulders Broadcast Network. So glad you're with us on this Wednesday morning. Back here at Clover Stadium, Mark Renee, Brian Hanway, Lucas Silva manning the controls on Frontier League TV, powered by HomeTeam Network. And we've got Ryan Lombardi handling things on our Mixler side. That's nyboulders.mixlr.com if you want to listen to our audio feed. Boulders are about to take the field. They're playing the hype video on the brand new video board here at Clover Stadium. And the 23-year-old left-hander for the Jackals, Francis Ferguson, 5'10", 205-pounder out of Holden, Massachusetts, just completed his warm-ups in the bullpen up the left field line. As the Boulders are about to take the field, manager T.J. Stanton cheering on his squad as it takes the field in the home whites. Boulders in blue block letters in a semi-arc across the chest, red numerals, left abdomens, blue numbers on the backs with their names in blue above, and the blue caps with the Boulders alternate logo, the B with a baseball breaking through. Jackals today are in gray pants, black jerseys with Jackals spelled out in red, black numbers outlined in red on the backs of their black jerseys. Should be outlawed. Almost impossible to read unless you're 3 feet away. And they've got an American flag logo above the numbers. Red caps with the NJ, alternate Jackals logo. Star Spangled Banner presented by the U.S. Air Force Health Professions. Visit airforce.com/healthcare. Another beautiful day for baseball. Hazy sunshine. Game time temperature presented by Veolia. I've got 73 degrees under mostly sunny skies. It feels like 76 with the humidity up there a little bit. And we'll take a look at the Boulders defense behind Emmett Bice, the 6'6", 220-pounder from Westchester, Pennsylvania. Boulders defense presented by Clover. Attention small business owners. Clover's contactless point-of-sale solutions help you serve your customers quicker than a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. Infield first to third, Christian Ficca, Fritz Genther, Austin Dennis, and Kevin Higgins. The outfield left to right, Isaac Bologna, Ryan Vogel, and Ryan McCoy. Jason Agresti is behind the plate. So Jack Scanlon getting a day off, and so too Braden Dolbasian. Boulders did make one roster move this morning, and we want to wish Michael Limoncelli all the very best. He was released this morning, so the Boulders are playing with a 22-man roster today. The Jackals just added a pitcher from Malloy, Ryan Hines. A left-hander from Stony Brook. And I might have mentioned that Ferguson was from Malloy. Ferguson not from Malloy. Ferguson from Eastern Nazarene. But he just wrapped up his collegiate career as well. So, the Boulders look to make some more franchise history today, Brian. They've never scored double digits in 4 straight games, win or lose.
With how hot their bats are, Mark, I mean, anything can happen. The weather's warm. It's a beautiful day out. Fans are in the stands. If they can swing the bats how they swung them yesterday, they should have no issue breaking more history today at Clover Stadium.
School Day and Seniors Day here at Clover Stadium. The Rockland County Executive Ed Day was on hand. pregame ceremonies. And the righty hitting second baseman, Luis Acevedo, will lead things off. He's batting .327 on the year, no home runs, 5 RBIs. Went 1 for 4 with a double, a couple of walks, and 3 runs scored yesterday as Bice's first pitch of the morning is on the inside corner for a strike at 10:34 on this Wednesday afternoon. So glad you're with us wherever you may be. Bice works off the first base side of the rubber, is 0-1, a fastball low and away for a ball and a strike. He's got a four-seamer, a cutter, a sweeper, a sinker, the changeup his best and favorite, and something he calls the strange-up. 1-1 swing and a foul back straight behind the plate and out of play. So Bice is ahead of the count, 1-2. He holds the glove slightly out in front of his body, then tucks it back in, comes up like Jacob deGrom a bit. Check swing, the first. The appeal is a punchy. Jacob Cackett says Acevedo went. So there is the first out of the game as Bice records the K. Coming in, 13 innings pitched. No wins, 1 loss, ERA of 8.31. 17 runs against him, 12 earned on 22 hits and 12 walks. Now 14 strikeouts. Opponents batting around .350 against him this season. Lefty hitting right fielder Ryan Ford with a check swing foul for 0-1. Ford 1 for 2, couple of walks, was hit by a pitch. Boy, he filled the box score yesterday. Run scored, stolen base, RBI.
Just couldn't get a hit. That's the only thing he didn't do.
Well, he had the one.
Hit by a pitch and 2 walks.
Oh, you're right. What did I do? And yet, somebody looked and said, no, you're right. Pop up to the left side. Maloney drifting over toward the line. Now he's under it and makes the catch. Yeah, my math skills went right out the window yesterday. First of all, trying to add up all the runs the Boulders scored.
Yeah. I mean, it was just a manslaughter yesterday.
And how many home runs.
Yeah.
Here's Miguel Gomez. He's a switch hitter batting left against the righty. He was 0 for 4 yesterday, right? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it was hit by a pitch. Had an RBI ground out. And actually put New Jersey in front in the first inning. Bice's first pitch to him is way inside. Little jackknife out of the way as the ball sails to the backstop. The wind has shifted direction, now blowing from right to left. I say wind, it's a breeze at about 5 or 10 miles an hour, and that's it. 1-0 pitch. Fastball hit on the ground, 1 bounce. Nearly over Ficka's head, but he stays with it and takes it himself to record out number 3 here in the first as the Jackals are retired in order. Let's go to the bottom of the first on the Boulders Broadcast Network, powered by Orange and Rockland's electric vehicle program.
If you dig, you dig NY. Safe digging starts here. You Dig NY proudly represents excavation safety at this New York Boulders game. Visit udigny.org to learn how to place a location request online or by calling 811 before starting your next outdoor digging project. You Dig NY is the place where all safe digging in upstate New York starts.
Today's lucky seed of the game is presented by 16 Handles. Today's lucky winner is sitting in section 102 through G. Seat 12. Congratulations from 16 Handles in New City.
Take a look at the Jackals defense presented by Palisades Credit Union. Outfield, left to right, Scipione, Parks, and Ford. Infield, first to third, Gomez, Acevedo, Sanchez, and Sheehan, with Reeder behind the plate. And the 23-year-old left-hander who goes 5'10", 205 from Holden, Mass., Francis Ferguson. 1 win, no losses. His one previous outing, a 5-inning start, gave up 3 runs, all earned on 6 hits and 2 walks with 3 strikeouts. Was touched for 2 home runs, and going up against a guy in Emmett Bice who only went 4+ his last time out last Thursday here at home against Trois-Rivières. Bice threw 26 pitches in that first inning against Les Aigles, gave up an RBI double with 1 out to our buddy David Vinsky. Here today, though, a 1-2-3 first against New Jersey on just 9 pitches, Brian, 6 strikes.
Very, very great improvement from Emmett Bice. A couple more of those innings, and he's going to set his team up for success.
Dennis, McCoy, and Marte, 1, 2, and 3. McCoy, Ficca, and Baloney, the 3 lefty bats against the lefty pitcher. We will get you the Boulders Power Report presented by ARC Mortgage. When they think of home runs, they think of getting their clients into their own home with the right mortgage for them. Visit arcmortgage.com or call 888-ARK-2025. Boulders with that 4 home run game yesterday. 1 for Ryan Vogel, his first of the year, and of course the 3 for Fritz Genther. They're up to 17 big flies for the season. Agresti leading the way with 4. And the first pitch to Dennis, who was 1 for 5 with an RBI double yesterday, taken for a ball. AD batting .284, 2 homers, 17 ribbies, as Ferguson misses with a fastball upstairs. And he's behind the Boulders righty hitting shortstop. 2 balls, no strikes. Working off the third base side of the rubber, Ferguson's pitch slugged in the air to right. That's going to get down for extra bases. In fact, 1 bounce over the short porch fence. The short porch fence, he tried to say. And Austin Dennis has himself a leadoff double.
It's the second ground rule double of the series for Austin Dennis. He had one yesterday for the Boulders all the way back in the bottom of the 3rd inning to really start that rally. And he gets another one to lead off this game.
That tied the score. That was on the other side of the short porch.
Yep.
The triangle cutout. Here's Ryan McCoy, went 0 for 2 with 3 walks and 2 runs scored yesterday. Max batting .255. He's got 2 homers and 6 RBIs. And he swings and misses at a fastball upstairs. Down 0-1. Well, Ferguson's listed at 5'10". That might be with the spikes on.
I agree.
Time called. Not quite sure why. Pitch clock malfunction, maybe. TJ Stanton, Boulders manager, coaching third. Mark Reardon's the pitching coach, also the first base coach. As Austin Dennis leads from second, the shortstop Sanchez keeping him close. And that pitch is spiked in the dirt. Good move to his left by Reeder to save a wild pitch. It's 1-1.
McCoy's silent day at the plate yesterday. Just 0 for 2, but drew 3 walks and scored twice. Looking for his first hit of the series with this at-bat.
1-1 pitch on the inside corner, called strike 2. The 1-2, and Max slugs it left center field. Going to be a tough play. Nobody gets it. It's 1 bounce to the warning track right near the 408 sign. Dennis can basically walk home. And with back-to-back doubles to start this Wednesday morning, Ryan McCoy has his 7th RBI as he gives the Boulders a near instant 1-0 lead.
New York picking up where they left off from yesterday here, Mark. Ryan McCoy and Austin Dennis going back and forth with doubles to start this game off. The bats are catching hot at the right time for New York.
Here's Fredo Marte, batting .257, no home runs, 12 RBIs, takes a strike. Austin Dennis, by the way, has an 8-game hitting streak. That's the whole homestand. His last offer was the final game of the trip up in Ottawa.
Wow.
Count 1-1 on Fredo. Next pitch. Breaking ball, swing, and a miss. Gets away from Reeder, but McCoy didn't get a very good read on it. And Reeder able to track it down to the warning track right in front of the third base dugout. Unless you have eyes on it and a good secondary lead, tough to go on that pitch. And McCoy made the right move. You never want to make the first out at third base.
Never. We see it happen time and time again.
1-2 to Marte. McCoy's on the move, and it's slugged in the air to right center field. It's going to be a double play. Mack didn't see it. That'll be a 9-6 DP. McCoy came around third. He was a dead duck. So they try the hit and run, and didn't quite work out the way the Boulders drew it up.
Yeah, in that scenario, you never want to pop a ball up in the middle of the air. The goal is hit the ball on the ground to advance the runner. And Fredo just got too much under that one to sky to right field.
9-6 on the double play. Here's Christian Ficca, who takes a ball. First baseman 1 for 5 with an RBI and a run scored. He's got the average at 296 now. A couple of homers and a team-high 23 RBIs. He slugs it, fouls it back to the screen. 1-1.
We were talking about Dennis's hit streak. Hopefully Agresti can keep his going today. A lot of these Boulders bats are really starting to heat up.
1-1 to Ficca. Takes inside and low for 2-1. Well, Agresti would be next. He's got a 9-game hitting streak. He's batting .500 over that stretch. 2-1. Ficca takes upstairs from Ferguson.
It's unbelievable what he's been doing. I mean, he started off the season batting as low as 174, and now he's beyond the 370 mark for the season so far.
Well, he was at 214. Before the streak started, and a swing and a miss by Ficca fills the count with nobody out and 2 on. Boulders do have a run home. And the payoff pitch is popped up left side near the dugout. Over is Sheehan, and he makes the catch right on the warning track. Side retired. 1 run on 2 hits. No errors, and nobody left. Let's go to the second. It's 1-0 New York in Game 2 against New Jersey on the Boulders Broadcast Network, powered by Orange and Rockland's electric vehicle program.
I'm Seth Spivak at Clarkstown Coin and Jewelry. For over 40 years, we've been helping collectors and investors buy and sell rare coins, collections, and gold and silver coins and bars. We also carry a full line of coin collecting albums and supplies. From the novice collector to the advanced numismatist, there's something for every collector at Clarkstown Coin and Jewelry. Stop in today.
As we go to the top of the second, we remind you that innings make for great outings. Let the Boulders host your next event right here at Clover Stadium in suburban New York City, and you can book your party by calling 845-364-0009. After a 1-2-3 first, Emmett Bice will face Arbert Scipione, Trevor Sheehan, and Patrick Sanchez, the middle of the Jackals order. And he's got himself a 1-0 lead, which was not the case last Thursday against Trois Rivières. Gave up a run in the first, then 3 in the fourth, and could not retire a batter in the fifth. He wound up charged with all 7 egglet runs. 8 hits, 5 walks, 3 strikeouts. Scipione was 2 for 5 at a 2-run homer yesterday, batting .244. That was his first round tripper. He's got 7 RBIs. Chops it foul to third. Couple of bounces to Kevin Higgins, who flips the ball into the stands. It's 0-1 on Scipione. Jackals left fielder. Bice is 0-1. Look like a slider low and away. Ball and a strike. Here comes the 1-1. Change up. Punched in the air to right. Should be playable for McCoy. And he makes the one-hand grab for out number 1.
Yeah, just a pitch that Scipione a little bit too much under up. Popped it straight up a mile high in the air out the right field. Not a hard play for McCoy to make out there.
Trevor Sheehan, the third baseman, was 2 for 3 with a couple of walks and a ribby yesterday. Comes into this one batting .222. No homers and 8 RBIs. And he's taking a rip at a fastball. Fouls it back to the screen. 0-1. Bice doing a good job getting ahead of these hitters.
Something he really struggled with in his last outing as well.
Here's the 0-1. Hit on the ground, foul outside of third. A breaking ball. And Bice ahead. 0-2.
4 of his first 5 batters have been first pitch strikes, whether called strikes or foul balls.
Well, he'll certainly take that. 0-2. Humpback pop-up / line drive right to Austin Dennis. Barely had a move, and he makes an easy grab for out number 2. 5 in a row now retired by Bice. Now the shortstop Patrick Sanchez, who went 2 for 4 yesterday. Double, a walk, a run, stolen base, and an RBI. He filled the stat sheet, too. Comes in batting just .250s, 3 for 12 in limited action. No home runs, 1 RBI. And Bice hits him in the back. Fastball got away. And that is the first to reach base for the Jackals. Sanchez to first with 2 outs, and the catcher Chris Reeder coming up. He's been limited to just 14 at-bats so far this season. He's got 4 hits, .286 average. No home runs, 2 RBIs. And he is today's fry guy, the French fry batter of the game. So if anyone in the Jackals 7-hole, starting with Reeder, should strike out, fans will go home with a voucher for free fries from Mickey D's as Bice misses high for ball 1.
Fry guy didn't go down yesterday, but in past games, Boulders pitchers have been able to get that guy out.
That's a one hopper to Dennis. He'll flip with a backhand over to Genther at second, and the inning comes to an end. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left. We go to the bottom of the second. It's New York 1, New Jersey nothing on the Boulders Broadcast Network, powered by Orange and Rockland's electric vehicle program. Hey fans, join the Boulders Friday the 13th of June. It's Military Appreciation Night, 7 o'clock start against the Gateway Grizzlies, and the first 500 fans receive camo caps presented by Clover. It's also the Postgame Men's Dig for Gold, sponsored by Clarkstown Coin and Jewelry. For tickets and more info, just slide to nyboulders.com or visit the Clover Stadium box office, which is open right this very second. Of course, this is the last of an 8-game homestand. Boulders hit the road for their next 7 tomorrow in New Jersey to wrap up this split 3-game series. Then this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday at Trois-Rivières. Next Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at Sussex County. And every Boulders game, home and away the rest of the season, will be streamed on Frontier League TV, powered by HomeTeam Network. Go to frontierleaguetv.com for subscription details. I will tell you, it's a shameless plug, but it's worth every penny to catch every Boulders game, every game in the Frontier League, and more. 5, 6, and 7 for the red, white, and blue. Agresti, Bologna, and Genther. Jason's got the average at 375. 4 home runs, 22 RBIs. And he takes a look at a letter-high breaking ball from Ferguson for 0-1. Agresti yesterday, 2 for 4, a walk, 2 runs scored. The hitting streak at 9 games. He's got 18 for his last 36. 0-1. Fastball missed just away for a ball and a strike. I can report he was not the first one in the clubhouse this morning when I got here.
Who was?
Jack Scanlon and Kevin Higgins.
There you go.
For the record. 1-1. Now, that's not to say he wasn't in the clubhouse, but they were the first 2 that I saw as Ferguson misses for 2-1 on Jay, who began his pro career as a Boulder in the Can-Am days, 2018. With some pretty good teammates, too. The 2-1 hit in the air to left center field, drifting over his Parks. He's camped under it, and the center fielder makes the catch for out number 1. Now the lefty batting left fielder, Isaac Bologna, who's hitting 186, had his first home run of the season over the weekend against the Down East Bird Dogs. Yesterday, 0 for 3, a sacrifice fly, a walk, a run scored, and 2 driven in. And the lefty-lefty matchup here. High fastball, ball 1.
Yeah, this is a guy who missed some time before the preseason. We've talked about this before. Still trying to find his groove. And one thing's for certain, when this guy starts to heat up, he's going to be dangerous.
Swing and a foul back to the screen evens the count at 1-1. Boulders and Clover proud to celebrate our country's heroes. All active service men, women, and veterans get 50% off up to 4 tickets with ID here at the Clover Stadium box office. And the 1-1 to Bologna, a breaking ball taken away for 2 balls and 1 strike. Boulders have a 1-0 lead as we play the bottom of the second. Austin Dennis and Ryan McCoy starting the game with back-to-back doubles. 2-1 to Bologna, 2 low to Bologna, and it's 3 balls and 1 strike. Wind is blowing now out to right center. Straight at the flags. On the concourse between the short porch and the right center field bleachers. That's inside, and Bologna works a 5-pitch walk. So he's a 1-out base runner for the man who made Boulders history yesterday, Fritz Genther. A solo shot in the 4th inning, a grand slam in the 5th, and a 3-run jack in the 6th as he tied Peyton Isaacson's team record with 8 RBIs, but became the first in franchise history to hit 3 home runs. And you, Brian Hanley, got to call all 3.
Yeah, and it was pretty sweet. And Fritz was just 1 2-run home run shy of having that home run cycle, but nonetheless, a great game from Fritz. And hopefully he can keep this thing going the rest of the series.
Batting average at 270 now. 4 homers, tied for the team lead. 16 RBIs. And he rips it into left field over the head of the shortstop Sanchez, moving Bologna up to second base. So Genther 4 for 6 in the series. He is locked in.
Yeah, especially against his former team. You know, I saw him on the field pregame warm-ups, him embracing his former teammates. And now he's giving it right back to them. Just keep keeping on hitting the baseball at a very consistent level.
On a 4-game hitting streak of his own. Kevin Higgins didn't play yesterday, hitting .276. No homers and 4 ribbies on the year. Base hit, could drive one in here. Pitch in the dirt, good block by Reeder. Hey fans, join the Boulders on Father's Day. That's coming up on June 15th, the Sunday 1 o'clock game against the Gateway Grizzlies. There's a baseball giveaway for the first 1,000 dads presented by IBEW Local 363. For tickets, slide to nyboulders.com or visit the Clover Stadium box office, which again is open right this minute. 1-0 to Higgy. And a little humpback line drive. Taken on a hop. No, he couldn't handle it. Sanchez boots it, but he does get the force at second. Genther had a hold up at first just in case the ball was caught. So he winds up the only out. Well, Sanchez outsmarted himself a little bit. We saw Genther yesterday on a similar play, backhand it, and turn it into a nice double play.
Yeah, and I think Sanchez was trying to do the same thing there. The ball just took as you say, a Clover Stadium hop, and it got away from him. But luckily, he was able to get the out at second and get 2 outs here with runners on the corners.
Well, exactly it for Ryan Vogel, who was 2 for 3, a 3-run bomb, his first of the season. Also had a double, a walk, and 2 runs scored as he twirls away from a pitch in his kitchen. 1-0. Vogel got the average now up to 325. The 1 home run and 5 RBIs, second highest average on the team behind Agresti. Ferguson's 1-0. Fastball popped up into shallow center field. Back out to get it, Sanchez, the shortstop. And he had to reach behind him with Parks closing in to make the catch and retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on base. 2 innings complete here in Game 2 of the series. It's New York 1, New Jersey nothing on the Boulders Broadcast Network, powered by Orange and Rockland's electric vehicle program.
Now that someone's dignity, kindness wins every time.
In this dugout, we build each other up. There's no bench for Boulders. We'll strike out.
All right, Boulders fans, it's time for our hot new game here at Clover Stadium. Boulder, paper, scissors. Seth, take it away.
All right, Brian, thank you very much for the Yankees, Red Sox, position, Boulders, paper, scissors, rock, paper, scissors. I've got Christian at 6th grader at Calvin Middle School going against Boulders, pitcher, nationals, and there's Battleground with that right there. There's 105 guys. It's very easy, best 2 and a free base. If you win, you get tickets to another Boulders game. Are you guys ready? Set, here we go, Boulders, paper, scissors, shoot!
1-0 home team as we head to the top of the third. Mark Renee, Brian Hanway coming to you live from the Motion Sports Medicine Press Box. And I think I can speak for both of us when I say we are eternally grateful for spending part of your Wednesday morning with us. Second straight school day, senior day today as well. And the series will be wrapping up tomorrow night, 6:35. Ryan Lombardi joins me on the call as the guys will play at Hinchliffe Stadium in Paterson, New Jersey. And then hit the road for TR this weekend.
Now batting for the Jackals, the designated hitter, number 27, Rochelle.
Dylan Brett will be with me for the series in Sussex next Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. 8-9-1 for New Jersey here. Del Rosario, Parks, and Acevedo. And Bice's first pitch of the inning is 19th of the day, off the mark for ball 1. Del Rosario came in to pitch in the 8th inning yesterday. Their second position player used in that capacity this season takes a strike. It's 1-1. He's batting .206 on the year, 1 homer and 2 RBIs. Ice is 1-1. Fastball too high. 2 balls and a strike on the righty hitting DH. Rochelle Del Rosario. 2-1. Breaking ball bends in for a strike. That evens the count.
Emmett Bice has started off his outing very well. 2 straight 9-inning pitching innings. No better way to start your outing.
2-2. Low for 3-2. Bice averaging a strikeout per frame coming in. Payoff pitch. Inside, ball 4. Might have hit him. In fact, it did hit him. Second hit batter today for Bice. And New Jersey's got a leadoff batter on for the first time today. Bryson Parks next. Ninth place hitting center fielder. 0 for 4 with a strikeout yesterday. As the second highest average on the New Jersey roster at .302 with a home run and 7 RBIs. Puts a bunt down up the first base line, but it takes a right turn foul as it rolls to Christian Ficca. So that's strike one. A little bunt and run. Del Rosario on the move. He'll have to head back to first. Gentlest of breezes. Just a little bit of a whisper from Mother Nature. Blowing out right now toward left center field. Del Rosario 1 for 1 on the bases this year. Takes off, pitched low, and it got away from Agresti, so there's no throw down as Del Rosario will steal second. He's 2 for 2 now on the year, and the Jackals have the potential tying run in scoring position with nobody out.
Yeah, pitch was in the dirt, kind of a hard throw for Agresti to make there. And this is what New Jersey needs. They need to get the small ball run game going and try to get runs up on the board.
So the count 1-1 as Bice holds just under his chin, comes home with a pitch at the letters on the inside corner, called strike 2. Parks doesn't like it.
He leaned back a little bit as well after that pitch. Home plate Mike Green stands by his decision.
So Del Rosario kept in check at second by Fritz Genther, who backs up now, and the pitch, breaking ball, fouled back to the screen. We'll do it again on 1-2. Leadoff hitting second baseman Luis Acevedo on deck. Another beautiful day. Boy, school kids so lucky.
I know, right?
1-2, the changeup misses low and away, and a good take by Parks. He leaned over the plate as the count goes to 2-2. Next pitch from Bice. Breaking ball, low and away. That fills the count. Only 2 batters to have reached base today for New Jersey so far, both hit by pitches. Bice hadn't hit anyone coming in, and now he gives up a walk to Parks. So that'll put runners on first and second and prompt a visit from Jason Agresti, who meets Bice about halfway between home plate and the mound. And they walk back together to the front side of the hill.
And this is exactly what Emmett needs here. Started off this game really well. He retired, 5 batters in a row, and just has ran into a little bit of trouble, and he gets to talk to his veteran catcher who's been playing pro ball for almost 10 years now. I think it's his 10th year. Hopefully he can bounce back from these 2 mishaps.
Here's Acevedo, who struck out swinging his first time up, showing bunt, shortens up, gets it down. First base side of the mound, Beisel underhand to Ficca. Sacrifice successful for Acevedo, score at 1-3. And on the plate, Del Rosario moves up to third base while Parks takes second. That's the first out of the inning. And now Ryan Ford, who popped up to Fredo Marte in fairly shallow left field his first time up. Right side of the infield plays him to pull. Genther swung way over toward first. And Austin Dennis at short, shaded up the middle, basically behind the runner, Parks, as the pitch comes in for a ball. Breeze blowing out now, a little harder to right center. Short porch in play for Ford, who does have 3 home runs and 20 RBIs on the season. 1-0. Breaking ball taken low and away. Agresti swaps out the dirt ball for a clean one. But Bice behind 2-0. Kevin Higgins about even with the bag. Now he backs up a step. Off the line at third. Tying run 90 feet away. Here's the 2-0. At the knees, outer edge of the plate. Called the strike, 2-1. A good-looking pitch from Bice. That was nice.
Yeah. See what you did there.
I told him I was going to pull that out at least a dozen times this season. That might be the first. 2-1. Ground ball up the middle on the right side of second base. Through for a hit. 2 runs are going to score. And the Jackals are going to grab the lead on the 2-run knock for Ford. He's up to 22 RBIs on the season. And New Jersey in front 2-1 here in the third.
And it all started with that Acevedo bunt. New Jersey taking advantage of the mishaps that Bice had with his first 2 batters he faced. And just like that, they take a lead. First lead of the game, excuse me.
Now Miguel Gomez, who bounced out to Ficca at first. Switch hitter batting left. Runner takes off on a pitch taken outside, and he is in. Ford with his 5th stolen base in 6 tries this season and his 2nd of the series.
New Jersey, they're last in the Frontier League in batting average, but they're a very good base-stealing team. Now 42 stolen bases on the year as a team for the Jackals.
42 out of 47 is the story.
Very
good. In for a called strike, 1-1. Boulders are 36 out of 44, for what it's worth. Ball and a strike, 1 out, 1 on. That misses outside, and Bice stumbles on the landing. He's going to go back and paw at the dirt with his right cleat. Falls behind 2-1. Getting a little frustrated. This is going to be pitch number 40 on the day now. 2-1. Swing and a foul back to the screen. That evens the count at 2-2 on Gomez. Looking for his first hit of the series. 9 pitches in each of the first 2 innings for Bice. He has been taxed here in the third. 22 and only 1 out. Pitch on the ground, up the middle. Dennis is there. He goes to third. They slap the tag on and they get the lead runner Ford for out number 2. What a heads-up play by Austin Dennis. Right over second base. He turned around, threw hard to Higgins covering, and Ford slid right into the tag.
That may be the best defensive play that we've seen so far this series, Mark. That was a phenomenal play. Yesterday we saw him do a little twirl around and throw a ball over to first, but this time he goes to third base. Picture perfect.
Here's Arbert Cipiani, skied to right his first time up. The wind blowing out that way as he takes a strike from Bice, and it's 0-1. Well, we'll put a star on that one and consider sending it off to the league office for the plays of the day. Genther had a handful of them yesterday. Fouled off right side. That'll drift to the stands.
Oh, that little kid caught it.
Well, the late, great Rex Barney, when he was the public address announcer for the Orioles, would say, give that man a contract. Too young to work. At least around here. 0-2 with 2 outs. Hit on the ground to short. Dennis is going to go second 1. That's all they need. Genther covering. And Gomez is retired on the 6-4 for out number 3. But New Jersey takes the lead. 2 runs on only 1 hit. No errors and 1 man left. Let's go bottom 3. It's New Jersey 2 and New York 1 on the Boulders Broadcast Network, powered by Orange and Rockland's electric vehicle program.
I'm Sheriff Lou Falco. If you see something, say something. Don't keep it to yourself. Report it. Help me help you keep our community safe.
In game life, being drug-free is always the right play.
Don't let one bad decision throw your whole season. Choose to stay drug-free.
Don't do guns, be the MVP.
You can't hit home runs with a clouded mind. Say no to drugs.
All right, fans, it's time to get on your feet. Join the Khaki Corps in the out of control room in the St. Thomas Aquinas College YMCA.
Hey fans, the New York Boulders want to help you fundraise, and you can make up to $10 back on every ticket sold by your organization with great perks too. For more information, slide to nyboulders.com/fundraiser. That's fundraiser without the D, so it's FUNRAISER. Or you can call the ticket office at 845-364-0009, extension 207. 2-1 Jackals as we go to the bottom of the third. Top of the order for the good guys, it'll be Austin Dennis, Ryan McCoy, and Fredo Marte. And, of course, Brian Hanway. It was Dennis and McCoy who started the game with back-to-back doubles, plating the first run of the morning.
Yeah, let's see if they can do that again. Austin Dennis, as we just mentioned, now is on an 8-game hitting streak, with that ground rule double to start the game off. We'll see if he can do it again.
Dennis came in hitting .284, so he's pushing .290 now as he takes a strike from Francis Ferguson, who needed 17 pitches to get out of the first inning, 14 in the second, and his second of the third. Hit on the ground to the right side. Tough hop, but Acevedo, the second baseman, stays with it and retires Dennis for out number 1 here in the home third.
Yeah, Acevedo wasn't going to let a Clover Stadium hop eat him up on that one. Great job by him just staying down on that ball and getting a clean out over to first.
Ryan McCoy, an RBI double, drove in his 7th run of the season. Fouls it back over the screen behind home plate on the third base side. Just down the hall from us. And it's 0-1. We're situated on the suite level here at Clover Stadium, maybe 8 or 10 feet up the third base line. 45-degree angle from that lefty batter's box as Mack takes on the outside corner, strike 2. Mark and Brian coming to you live from the CSEA broadcast booth. CSEA members, always essential. Ferguson's next pitch, a check swing, and McCoy couldn't hold up at a pitch upstairs. He's down on strikes. That's the first K of the day for Francis Ferguson, and out number 2 here in the bottom of the third.
He didn't start his outing off like he wanted to. He obviously ran into some trouble at the top of the order in the first and a little bit in the second as well, but he's really come out this inning and start throwing really good.
Here's Fredo Marte, who flied into a double play as McCoy was running on the pitch. Came all the way around third base and had no chance of getting back to second. He swings and misses, 0-1. Fredo's average right around 250. Takes a fastball way outside for a ball and a strike. Wind's picked up. It's blowing out pretty hard now to right center field. Short porch in play for the former major leaguer. 1-1 pitch. And he lifts it just over the shortstop. No! Sanchez with a lunging grab out towards center field. There's the play of the day for the Jackals so far, and the side is retired. I was 99.9% sure that Fredo would have a 2-out hit. Instead, Sanchez robs him, and the Boulders are retired. In order, we go to the fourth. It's New Jersey 2, New York 1 on the Boulders Broadcast Network, powered by Orange and Rockland's electric vehicle program.
Global Collision and Body Works. Got into an accident? Don't worry, we will take care of your vehicle. Collision, painting, 24/7 towing, new tires, mechanical works, and all kind of repairs. We guarantee all work, global collision and body works. All work performed according to manufacturer's specifications. Global collision and body works.
All right, very simple. You're going to race whoever wins gets a gift card to the Duke of Oil in New City. Are you ready? Pay attention. Let's go. Are you ready? Are you set? And go, 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 go. We got a slow start. Appleton out to the early lead. Here goes Nicole. We're having a little trouble pedaling. Come on, represent the Maryland. Here we go. Oh, we got a ball win. Who's going to win? It is close. We've got Nicole. Nicole is the winner. Congratulations, Nicole. You get a gift card to the Duke of Oil in New City. Brad, back to you, my friend.
Through 3 innings, the visiting New Jersey Jackals have 2 runs on only 1 hit. No errors and 2 left. The Boulders, 1 run on 3 hits. No errors and 2 left. As we move through the top of the 4th, we'll get you the out-of-town scoreboard presented by Clover. And attention, small business owners. Clover's contactless point-of-sale solutions help you serve your customers quicker than 100-mile-an-hour fastball. Well, Brian Hanway, you'd be hard-pressed to match the offensive output the Boulders gave you in the middle 3 innings yesterday. But let's see what you can do for an encore.
I'll see what I can do. Emmett Bice, though, started off his outing really well. Just ran into some issue in the last inning, but he'll start off the top of the 4th with a first pitch ball up high in the zone to Trevor Sheehan to lead things off. He lined out the shortstop his last at-bat. Bice comes set. That one is going to be popped out of play right into the sweets.
One other game underway in the Frontier League. It's Trois-Rivières visiting Sussex County. And it's a scoreless game in the bottom of the 1st. Coming up top of the hour, Mississippi visiting Evansville, and everything else is tonight.
1-1 to Sheehan. Bice takes his sign, the pitch. Swung on out the left field. Fredo's going to glide over to it. And without issue, makes the catch for out number 1.
Major League action after the Mets lost in extra innings to the Dodgers on the heels of Monday's 10-inning win. They'll play another late-night affair in L.A. Yankees host the Guardians tonight. Stanley Cup final gets underway this evening. NBA Finals tomorrow night. And right after we wrapped up yesterday's game, we learned the Knicks had fired Tom Thibodeau.
Chris Reeder, the batter now for New Jersey, fouls that one out of play towards the Boulders and visiting team clubhouse.
That might have hit right off the door.
Yeah, that had some tail on it.
Heads up, John Thompson.
The 0-1 from Bice. Swing and a miss from Reeder. Swung right over top of it.
Some high cheese, 89 miles an hour from Bice.
Bice ahead 0-2. Nobody on, 1 out. Boulders trail 2-1 here in the top of the 4th. And this time Bice misses up and in for ball 1.
You know, reading the comments online from some of the trolls is like, Tibbs had to go. He got you to the conference finals for the first time in 25 years. What do you mean he had to go?
Reeder fouls that one out of play. Yeah, I was kind of shocked when I saw it on the car ride home. I was like, that's unbelievable, but people have their theories.
Unless Jay Wright is locked in, you don't make that move.
I don't think Jay Wright.
Certainly not yesterday, and I would be shocked. And I've known Jay for 30 years. I'll be shocked if he takes that job. Swing
and a miss. He got him. Bice picks up his second strikeout of the game right on Reeder. His first one was to Acevedo back at the top of the 1st. He finally gets one here for 2 away.
And I'm not going to pull off any stunt like, if Jay Wright coaches the Knicks, I'll walk from here to Quebec the next trip. I'm not going to do that. But I would be very surprised. I will be. Not a lot shocks me anymore. I'll be shocked if Jay takes that job or any job in the NBA.
Yep. He had such a great college career, and he left at the peak of his career. Who knows?
I mean, obviously, the rumors will heat up because of all the Villanova guys on the Knicks.
That one is fouled out of play. French fry guy Chris Reeder up to the plate. Patrick Sanchez struck out swinging. The most recent at bat. And 2 away with nobody on now for Reeder. And the 1-1 from Bice. Pop straight up in the air. Ficka's going to come in on it in foul territory. And the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Jackals as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. 2-1 New Jersey on the Boulders Broadcast Network, powered by Orange and Rockland's electric vehicle program.
I'm Seth Spivak at Clarkstown Coin and Jewelry. Since receiving my GIA diamond grading certificates in 1987, I have helped thousands of customers select beautiful diamonds and jewelry. With many certified diamonds in our inventory, we can help you select that perfect diamond at a competitive price. Stop in today.
Hey fans, join the Boulders on Saturday, June 21st for a 6:30 game against the Ottawa Titans, with the first 500 fans receiving team trading cards. They're courtesy of Motion Sports Medicine, and it's also Irish Heritage Night, so you can stick around for the post-game green fireworks display. For tickets, just slide to nyboulders.com or visit the Clover Stadium box office. There will also be, earlier that day, a free exhibition game, the Irish Wolfhounds against the NYPD. It's a separate admission thing, but you can watch the exhibition game, then leave and come back with your tickets for Irish Heritage Night against Ottawa.
Boulders up 4-5-6 this inning. Ficka, Agresti, and Baloney. Christian Ficka went 1 for 5 yesterday with a run scored and an RBI. He'll lead off this bottom half of the 4th inning as Francis Ferguson comes out for inning number 4. Ficka takes a hack at the first pitch, and it's low and away with swing and a miss for strike 1.
Boulders went 1-2-3 in the 3rd on only 8 pitches by Ferguson. That was number 40 on the day.
Ferguson catches that one on the outside corner for strike 2. And Ficka goes up 0-2 as the leadoff man in this inning. That one fouled out of play. And we'll do it all over again. Dennis grounded out to second. Then it was a McCoy strikeout swinging. And Alfredo Marte had what should have been a bloop single to left, but Patrick Sanchez made a phenomenal play out there at shortstop as Ficka grounds that one to Sanchez, and he'll glide on over and throw it over to first for out number 1.
Back-to-back buttes for Patrick Sanchez. He had Ficka played perfectly, looking for him to pull it. He did, right over second base.
We've seen great plays in the infield throughout this series. Austin Dennis has made 2 really good plays today. We saw Fritz Genther's masterclass of a fielding clinic he had yesterday as well. Now Patrick Sanchez hopping in on the action for the Jackals. Here's Jason Agresti. He hopes to extend his hitting streak today as he swings at the first pitch, pops it right up to Sanchez at the shortstop position in shallow left field for out number 2.
3 in a row to Sanchez, a line out, a ground out, and a pop out. That's pretty much all you can do. But yeah, the only thing Fritz Genther didn't do yesterday was strike out the side in order.
That's
on the mound. I mean, really, right?
Yep.
What did he not do? The first 3 home run game in franchise history, tied the franchise record with 8 RBIs, sparkling D.
Isaac Bologna, the batter for New York, looks that one outside for ball 1.
I mean, that's the one you put on your highlight reel. You play it on a loop on your social media channels.
That one misses up in the zone for ball 2. Fritz is going to remember that game, hopefully, for the rest of his life. It was quite the game of the ages.
And if you want to get scouts' attention, you're only 24 years old. Your career far from over.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Mr. Scout, look what I did.
The 2-0 misses low for ball 3 to Isaac Bologna, who is looking to heat up, just batting around 186 coming into this game. He walked his first at-bat. That one is in there for a called strike on the outside corner.
Yeah, the average still not where he wants it, but he has been getting on base at a much higher rate lately.
3-1 to Bologna, in there for a called strike 2. Bologna did score a run yesterday and drove in 2 runs off of a walk and a sac fly, both of which were when the bases were loaded. Now he's up to a full count with 2 outs and nobody on. The pitch from Ferguson is grounded over to third, fielded cleanly by Sheehan. The throw over to first in time, and the Boulders now go down 1-2-3 for the second straight time as we head to the top of the 5th inning on the Boulders Broadcast Network, powered by Orange and Rockland's electric vehicle program.
Palisades Credit Union is dedicated to helping you save money and achieve your goals. When you choose a credit union, you're banking with an organization designed to serve you and reinvest in products and technology that benefit you and your community. Learn more today about Palisades Credit Union. Better banking, better solutions. For more information, go to palisadesfcu.org or call 800-438-7415.
Headed for the 5th inning on this still Wednesday morning. 5th inning presented by Montefiore Einstein Science and Medicine, advancing human health. Montefiore Einstein, the official team physicians of the New York Boulders.
Emmett Bice coming out for inning number 5. The last time he got to this point, he didn't make it out of the 5th inning, and he hopes to do that today, as he went 1-2-3 in the last 3 batters he's faced. He's retired 4 in a row. He looks to continue that trend. 8-9-1. The Jackals will have up this inning with Del Rosario leading things off, who got hit by a pitch his last at-bat and scored off of an RBI single from Ryan Ford. Saw Rosario pitched yesterday. Mark, you said that he was the most effective pitcher that the Jackals had on the mound yesterday.
Only because he was.
Yep, and they
1-2-3 in the bottom of the 8th.
Rosario swings at the first pitch he sees, and that one is fouled out of play as it hits the top of the Boulders dugout.
And he struck out Genther, who was making a bid to become the first Frontier League player in the history of the league to go deep 4 times in a single game.
And if you saw him swing yesterday, he was definitely trying to go for that 4th. But to no avail. 0-1 from Bice is swung on and hit into center field. Vogel will dive in and make the catch out in center field for out number 1. He didn't have to go too much far for it, but the ball was dying down, and Vogel diving in at the perfect time to get the first out of the inning.
A nifty play for Vogie into the left center field alley. Had a good jump. That ball was sinking, too.
Yep.
It stayed up just enough. The wind is blowing out that way to left center field. It helped a little bit. Off the bat, I thought that was going to fall in.
Bryson Parks is the batter for New Jersey. Swings at the first pitch he sees and fouls it out of play. Vogel playing center, Baloney in left. Zane Zerbrug being placed on the 60-day IL. The 0-1 is outside for ball one. And tough injury for Zane. He was heating up at the right time. Batting average was up to 294.
No, and he made a spectacular catch on that ball, too.
Mm-hmm. Wish him the best recovery. 1-1 from Bice. Misses outside again for ball two.
Yeah, the most important thing at this point is for him to have the surgery. They'll fix up his collarbone. And you just want to make sure that he has really good PT.
That one misses inside for ball three.
It's an arduous process.
It's a tough injury to come back from, too. 3-1 from Bice is swung on and hit over to third. Higgins fields it cleanly. Throw over to first in time for out number two.
But again, on the bright side, he's a young guy, obviously physically fit.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as the surgery went well or goes well whenever he has it, it's just a matter of putting in the work and grinding through what can be at times a very painful rehab. But the PT specialists, they know what they're doing too.
Yep. Jackals flip it back to the top of the order with Acevedo. Swings and misses at the first pitch for strike one. Bice has done a really good job in this game at getting ahead of his hitters. Only allowing 2 runs back in the third. Acevedo swings at the next pitch into center. Vogel comes in on it and makes the play. Oh, he dropped it out in center field. So Acevedo will reach. We'll see what they score. That ball was hit hard. It looked like it just fell out of Vogel's glove.
Nah, it's got to be a hit.
And it will go down as a hit.
There was no ordinary effort anywhere in that play. Another sinking line drive, this one into right center field. Vogie made a headlong. The other one he had before he dove, kind of. This one he had to dive into to even get a glove on it.
Second hit of the day for New Jersey. Acevedo and the guy up to the plate, Ryan Ford, are the only 2 New Jersey batters with hits today. Ford had his back in the bottom of the third that drove in 2 runs.
Top of the third.
Top of the third, excuse me. The pitch is blasted out to right field. Back to the wall goes McCoy, and that one is gone. Right over the Palisades Credit Union sign out in right field. And Ryan Ford's day continues as a 2-run blast to right field makes it 4-1 New Jersey.
That was tanked to the middle of the right center field bleachers. Wind might have helped it a little bit, but he still had to elevate it about 375 feet. And it is Ryan Ford's day so far. He's got 4 RBIs, if you will.
Gomez swings at the first pitch he sees. Genther will trot it on over to Thicka for out number 3. New Jersey, however, does tag on 2 more runs off of a Ryan Ford 2-run shot as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. 4-1 New Jersey on the Boulders Broadcast Network, powered by Orange and Rockland's electric vehicle program.
For the Montefiore Nyack Trauma Team, each day is a new opportunity to save lives. With the help of an innovative new technology, first responders communicate vital patient information with ER staff in real time. And Montefiore Nyack, the only state-designated area trauma center in Rockland County, is the first in New York State to have it. Our trauma team is ready 24/7 to provide comprehensive care for severely injured patients. Trauma care at Montefiore Nyack.
Hey fans, the New York Boulders are the premier sports and entertainment destination in suburban New York City, offering partnerships to help brand your local, regional, and national businesses too. For more information, call the Boulders at 845-364-0009 extension 104. Well, Emmett Bice, Brian Hanway had not given up a home run all season until just moments ago, and Ryan Ford took him a yard and a half, really.
Yeah, that ball was smoked. It was probably one of the further home runs we've seen in this series. We saw Scipion go yard yesterday for New Jersey as well, and then Genther 3 times and Vogel as well. But that ball was absolutely tattooed out to right field. And he also has all 4 of their RBIs as well, Ryan Ford being him. Fritz Genther, however, will lead things off for the Boulders to start this bottom of the 5th inning. He already has a single today. He swung at the very first pitch that he saw as well.
Nolan Lemire and Parker Kruglovich starting to stretch in the Boulders bullpen up the right side.
Genther looks at the first pitch for ball 1.
Nothing doing in the Jersey pen.
The 1-0 from Ferguson is popped straight up in the air out to left field. Under it is Scipion for out number 1 as Genther goes down on an F7.
Yeah, if the wind's blowing a little harder, that ball might have carried out. But just a whisper of a breeze at the moment. And Scipion had a can of corn. That's 8 straight retired by Ferguson.
Kevin Higgins now the batter for New York. He looks at the first pitch in for strike 1. Belt high and at the numbers. Higgins reached on a fielder's choice his last at-bat. He dribbles that one over to third. Sheehan has it on the run, is in time for out number 2. Ferguson has only thrown 4 pitches so far this inning, as both Genther and Higgins both swung at the second pitches they saw in their at-bats. Now it's Ryan Vogel, who flew out to Patrick Sanchez, the shortstop, his last at-bat. Vogel looks at the first pitch he sees inside for ball 1, and catcher Chris Reeder thought that one was in for a strike. We saw Vogel leave the yard in that big bottom of the 5th inning for the Boulders yesterday. An inning where they scored 8 runs as he looks that one up and out in the zone for ball 2.
3 crooked numbers yesterday, 5 on Sunday, 4 on Saturday.
Vogel looks that one in for a strike. The count is 2-1.
They want to put up another 15 spot. They better get in gear. Running out of time.
2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Over halfway done this game as Vogel bloops that one into shallow right field. Tough play, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. So a bloop single in between the first baseman Gomez and the center fielder Acevedo as Vogel reaches on base with 2 outs in the 5th.
Yeah, that was a do or die. Not a lot of hang time on it. Ford had no chance because he's playing out near the warning track in right. So it was either first or second, Gomez or Acevedo, and with not a lot of hang time, it basically came down to Gomez with his back to home plate or bust.
Boulders back to the top of the order with Austin Dennis. With 2 outs and Vogel over at first. Vogel takes a big secondary lead but holds back as Dennis looks that one in for strike 1. Vogel with 8 stolen bases on the season. There are 18 games played. Ferguson will throw over, but the ball will get past Gomez. Vogel's going to dig for second. And an error made there by Francis Ferguson gives Vogel a free bag. And now there's a runner on second and 2 outs.
And that takes us to the risk-reward equation that I talk about so often. When you've got a 3-run lead in the middle innings, I mean, what if you didn't throw over and Vogel steals second? So what?
Yep.
Instead, now you've given him the base and swung the momentum back to the Boulders.
And they're at the top of the order with their leadoff man, Dennis, at the plate. That one gets in the dirt, but a great job by Reeder to keep it in front of him. Count goes 1-1. Vogel reaches on a throwing error by Ferguson with Dennis at the plate, working a 1-1 count with 2 outs. Boulders down 3 in the 5th. Ferguson will work from the stretch. That ball in the dirt again. 2-1.
Everybody clap your hands.
Ryan McCoy on deck for New York. 1 for 2 today with a double back in the first that gave the Boulders their first and only run of the game so far. Dennis gets out of the way of that one, but that pitch is called a strike. Count runs 2-2. Dennis did not quite agree with that call. Let's see what he can do with 2 strikes with a runner on second and 2 outs. And swing and a miss. He got him, but Dennis is going to say he fouled it. Oh, and Reeder went to go tag Dennis, and Dennis slapped the ball out of Reeder's hand. Now there's a bit of a confrontation at home plate. And now we're going to see both teams leave the dugouts. TJ Stanton trying to hold the Jackals back.
Well, see, this doesn't have to happen. The Jackals relief corps coming down from the bullpen, not necessary at all. And all Austin Dennis wanted to do, he was saying, I tipped it. He just wanted an appeal. But in the process, Reeder was trying to put a tag on, and Dennis was trying to get away from him and pointing down to first base in the direction of Jacob Cackett, saying, he'll tell you, I got a piece of that ball.
Well, it's not going to go Dennis's way, and the Boulders will go down, leaving a runner on second. Ball game remains at 4-1 as both teams go back to their respective dugouts. And as we head to the top of the 6th on the Boulders Broadcast Network, powered by Orange and Rockland's electric vehicle program.
This is where we start. Then we add this and a lot of this. Some of these. And don't forget the The result? Your taste buds will be doing their touchdown dance. It's not just a hoagie. It's a primo.
Let's go to the top of the 6th inning, which is presented by Dominican University. Discover a supportive campus community with endless opportunities to learn, compete, serve, and set the world on fire. Learn more by visiting duny.edu. Anthony Leak, who we saw in the game yesterday, who's got a birthday coming up tomorrow for the Jackals. He'll turn 22. He pitched for the Chargers right here at Clover Stadium a lot.
Over at Dominican University, correct? Yeah, Dominican University graduate Anthony Leak. Happy birthday.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Well, we won't be here tomorrow, so I guess it's okay.
Scipion, Sheehan, and Sanchez all due up for New Jersey. Emmett Bice, comes out for inning number 6. He's given up 4 runs and 3 hits so far today. As Scipion check swings at the first pitch and fouls it back to the screen. All 4 runs are credited to Ryan Ford. He had a bases clearing 2 RBI single in the 3rd and a 2-run shot in the 5th. Another foul tip from Scipion, who homered yesterday as well for New Jersey.
Speaking of birthdays, Austin Dennis will turn 28 on Friday. Ryan McCoy will be 23. Happy birthday in advance to both of them.
The 0-2 and swing and a miss. He got him. Strikeout number 3 now for Emmett Bice, as Scipion goes down swinging on 3 pitches.
And that is 70 total pitches now for Bice. 46 for strikes.
We don't see Lemire or Kruglovich throwing just yet. We're going to wait and see how far Bice can go in this inning. Sheehan swings at the first pitch. He sees out to shallow left field, but Baloney's going to come in on it for out number 2. Sheehan goes down on 1 pitch. Only 4 pitches thrown thus far here in the 6th by Bice, and we'll bring up Patrick Sanchez, who is 0 for 1 today. Struck out swinging back in the 4th and got hit by a pitch in the 2nd. Middle infield is back for New York, as Sanchez dribbles that one foul out of play.
Hit him on the foot.
Yeah, that never
while
feels
he was
good.
still in the batter's box.
We saw Jack Scanlon foul one off his foot yesterday. Took some time for himself. He was able to come right back into the game. The 0-1 just misses. Count runs 1-1. Genther shaded towards second. And Higgins playing very close to that foul line. That one is hit right up the middle by Patrick Sanchez. Picks up his first hit of the game. And the Jackals now have a runner on first with 2 outs.
So he's got 3 hits in the series now, 3 for 6.
Sanchez playing in just his 5th game with New Jersey. Didn't start off the way he wanted to, but in this series, he's really picked it up. We'll bring up Chris Reeder.
Sanchez, another Malloy guy for the Lions.
Reeder looks that one low in the dirt for ball 1.
Out of Merrick, Long Island.
Two outs, runner on first for New Jersey. Trying to pick up a win today. They're on a 4-game losing streak. That one is fouled over towards the New Jersey bullpen. Chris Reeder, being the French fry guy for today, has flown out to first and grounded into a fielder's choice to Austin Dennis back in the 2nd. Bice misses inside, and count runs 2-1.
Pitching matchup for tomorrow has been decided at Hinchliffe. Ryan Sleeper for the Boulders and Alex Barker slated to go for the Jackals. That means New York won't see my guy Sonny Fauci in this series.
The 2-1 from Bice misses inside again for ball 3.
Fauci pitched collegiately for St. John's and Rutgers. He was supposed to start his pro career in the Atlantic League with Jamie Keefe and Frank Viola down with the High Point Rockers and got traded to the Jackals.
3-1 is hit right to Higgins. He'll take time to collect himself, throws over to first in time, and the side is retired. The Jackals do pick up a hit and they leave one on. It's 4-1 New Jersey as we head to the bottom of the 6th on the Boulders Broadcast Network, powered by Orange and Rockland's electric vehicle program.
For Dave and Buster's Trivia. We're
At 16 Handles, we think you deserve to treat yourself. And now it's easier than ever with 16 Handles delivery. Don't get burned by your empty freezer again. Order perfectly creamy soft serve like our classic frozen yogurt or delicious dairy-free flavors. And all your favorite toppings swirled in store and delivered right to your door. Now available at 16handles.com or in the 16 Handles app. Make it a celebration with 16 Handles.
You can handle it.
Visit 16 Handles in New City at 170 South Main Street and order delivery or curbside pickup in the 16 Handles app.
There are your choices. A, 100%, we know it's not that. B, 91%. C, 53.5%. Or D, 33.3%. Now don't look at me. I see you looking at me. That was a terrible answer to you. What does everybody think? A, B, or C? Jackson says C. Blackbrook, what do you say over there? They're saying C. We've got a lot of C's. What do you girls think? You're going to go with or going against it? All right, they say C. Is it C? Yes! It is C. Congratulations, girls. You get tickets to come back to another Boulders game courtesy of David Buster's in West Nyack. The Boulders are batted trailed by...
Hey, fans, as we go to the bottom of the 6th, we remind you that innings make for great outings. Let the Boulders host your next event right here at Clover Stadium, where hospitality options include suites and picnic areas with catering options as well. For more information, just slide to nyboulders.com/group outings, or you can call the ticket office 845-364-0009, extension 207. A trio starting to stretch for the Boulders. Kruglovich, Lemire, Misselli. We'll see who is the first up on the bullpen mounds up the right side. Nobody throwing for the Jackals just yet. Francis Ferguson, 63 pitches. Went 5 innings in his first outing for them, and he's about to start the bottom of the 6th, Brian.
Boulders due up 2-3-4, that being McCoy, Marte, and Ficca. McCoy, the only one of those 3 to have a hit in today's game. Boulders have 4 as a team so far. Lefty on lefty matchup to start the bottom of the 6th. And Ferguson's first pitch is in there for a strike. McCoy fouls the second pitch he sees right back to the screen.
McCoy going back-to-back for doubles with Austin Dennis, starting the scoring in the first. Boulders since have only 2 singles, one for Genther, one for Vogel.
Both of which homered yesterday. The 0-2 to McCoy is, I believe, fouled. Reeder's going to tag out McCoy, so the umpire says he didn't foul it. And another strikeout. Back-to-back strikeouts now for Francis Ferguson.
And a similar scenario as McCoy was trying to sell a foul tip, just like Dennis did to end the 5th. But the Boulders get no satisfaction. TJ Stanton talking to the crew chief, Matt Beaver, about it, just beyond third base.
Alfredo Marte, the batter, fouls it towards Stanton's direction. Francis Ferguson now with 3 strikeouts on the day for the Jackals. He starts Fredo off 0-1. That one misses low in the zone. Count runs 1-1.
Ferguson's been super efficient. Still shy of 70 total pitches.
He is now retired. Well, at one point he retired 8 in a row. And then Vogel reached on a single as Marte blasts that one out to left center field, Parks glides over and makes the catch for out number 2.
Deepest part of the park in front of the 408. That went about 370, maybe 380. But Marte flies out, and that's 3 in a row now retired since Vogel's single, so 11 of the last 12.
Ferguson will now face Christian Ficca as he takes a big swing and a miss for strike 1.
Check that, 12 out of 13 for Ferguson.
The 0-1 to Ficca. This is inside for ball 1.
Well, Fick had 2 home runs against Down East in a single game over the weekend. He's got a chance to get the Boulders right back in this baby.
That one is going to be fouled right above us. The count runs 1-2.
Fick a 2-run homer in the second inning Sunday. He followed that with a grand slam in the third.
We saw Austin Dennis hit 2 home runs as well against Trois Rivières.
That was on Thursday.
Yep.
3 multi-homer games in the last 4.
Ficka looks that one up in the zone. And deuces are wild with 2 outs and nobody on.
5 going into today.
Agresti due up next for New York as Ficka skies that in the air to left field. Coming in on it is Scipion, and the side is retired. Another 1-2-3 inning from Francis Ferguson as McCoy, Marte, and Ficka go down. It's 4-1 Jackals as we head to the top of the 7th inning on the Boulders Broadcast Network, powered by Orange and Rockland's electric vehicle program.
How could this have happened?
Call an ambulance! Oh my God, they're bleeding! There's blood. I don't know. They were talking about there's blood everywhere.
Wasted your life and someone else's. Don't drive. Get a ride.
All right, fans, it's time to get on your feet and show us your best guitar solo. It's time for a guitar can. Join the Jackie Floor. From those boards.
Emmett Bice comes out for inning number 7 as I pass it along to my fellow commentator, Mark Renee.
All right, Brian Hanway, thank you very kindly. We go to the top of the 7th inning, which is presented by Brunel's Bakery and Catering, serving right behind home plate here at Clover Stadium. Visiting New Jersey Jackals, 4 runs on 4 hits, 1 error, and 3 men left on base. The Boulders wrapping up an 8-game homestand, 1 run on 4 hits. They have no errors and 2 left. I beg your pardon, 3 left. They've had 3 1-2-3 innings in their last 4. By 78 pitches, 51 strikes. He'll work to 8-9-1 in the Jackals order. Del Rosario, Parks, and Acevedo. First pitch, low and away for a ball. Del Rosario hit by a pitch, stole second, came around to score the first of New Jersey's 2 runs in the third. He was also robbed of a hit on a diving grab in left center by Ryan Vogel. This one lifted to fairly deep left. Poloni back on it, drifting onto the track now over to his left, and he makes the catch at the edge of the track for out number 1. Del Rosario gave that one a ride. A little brisker wind, and that's in the bleachers.
Yeah, those kids out in left field were ready for that ball to go over the fence, but just not enough power from Del Rosario. Thankfully, it is kept in the ballpark.
So Del Rosario now 0 for 2. Bryson Parks is 0 for 1. He walked and scored in the third. Rolled out to Kevin Higgins at third his last time up. Shows bunt, pulls back, and takes a strike with Higgins racing down the line toward home plate.
Yeah, Parks didn't like that call. Home plate umpire Mike Green has been calling those inside pitches all game long. Nobody seems to like him.
Bice with the 0-1. Breaking ball. In for strike 2. That caught the outside corner. Parker Kruglovich getting ready to start throwing in the Boulders bullpen. As Bice is just over 80 pitches now. Ahead 0-2 on Parks. And the check swing. The appeal to first. No swing, says Jacob Cackett. Count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Series finale 6:30 tomorrow in Paterson, New Jersey. Then the Boulders head up to Trois-Rivières for the weekend. And the 7-game road trip wraps up with 3 games next Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at Sussex County at Skyland Stadium. As Bice misses again. He thought he had the punchy, but it never came from home plate up Mike Green. And Bice asking, where was that?
Yeah, I was a little confused why that wasn't called a strike. I think that could have been more of a strike call than the one thrown on the inside part of the plate.
Here comes the 2-2 to Parks. Swing and a miss. Now it's strike 3. And that's Bice's 4th K of the day. They have all been swinging third strikes.
And it's really come out guns blazing this inning. Last inning, he pitched a fine inning, just gave up that single to Sanchez, but he's really dialed in after giving up a couple runs.
Luis Acevedo, a strikeout, a sacrifice bunt, single and a run scored, 1 for 2. He takes in tight for ball 1. Ryan Ford would be next. He has been a one-man wrecking crew for the Jackals. 1-0 pitch on the inside corner, strike for 1-1. Breeze blowing out now to right center field. It has shifted and picked up a bit. 1-1. Breaking ball fought off and fouled to the screen above the Boulders dugout on the first base side. Karam's out toward the foul line. It'll be scooped up and sent out of play by Jacob Cackett, the first base umpire. Bice ahead 1-2 with nobody on and 2 outs, top of the 7th inning. Pitch. Breaking ball low, right around the ankles. So deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Jersey with 2 runs in the 3rd, 2 in the 5th, all driven in by Ryan Ford, who's on deck. Pitch, breaking ball, a swing and a foul tip. Just got it off the end of the bat. And we'll do it again. Boulders had the lead in this one. Back-to-back doubles in the bottom of the 1st for Austin Dennis and Ryan McCoy. It was 1-0 New York before they had any outs, but they haven't had any more runs on the board. Kept in check by Francis Ferguson. Pitch, breaking ball, popped straight up the chute. Agresti doesn't even have time to shed the mask, and he makes the grab. Side retired as New Jersey goes in order for the 3rd time today. 7th inning stretch here at Clover Stadium, presented by Manhattan University, where the 7th inning stretch began when Brother Jasper, then the prefect of discipline, saw the 2 teams playing were getting restless, called for a break, and for everyone to stretch. Get the whole story at manhattan.edu, and you can learn all about Manhattan University, too, as we get up and stretch with New Jersey leading New York 4-1 on the Boulders Broadcast Network, powered by Orange and Rockland's electric vehicle program. Take me out to the ball game, presented by Montefiore Nyack Hospital, proud partner of the New York Boulders, teaming up academic medicine with the experts you know and trust. Well, we do have a reliever up. It is New Jersey's Frankie Gugliano. In the bullpen up the left side, the Boulders still have Nolan Lemire and Parker Kruglovich milling, but nobody throwing just yet. Emmett Bice's day is done. He is headed for the clubhouse. After 7 innings, 91 pitches, 59 strikes, Joe Maselli jogging up toward the bullpen as well with a pat on the back for his teammate. Bice is on the hook after giving up all 4 runs. 2-run single, Ryan Ford in the 3rd, 2-run homer for Ford in the 5th. It's Agresti, Baloney, and Genther here for the good guys. Agresti trying to extend his 9-game hitting streak. He's got 0 for 2. Fly out to center, pop out to short. He takes down and in for ball 1 on pitch number 75 of the day for Francis Ferguson. Keep wanting to call him Franz Ferdinand. 0-1. 1-0, I should say. That's drilled in the air, right center field. Is it deep enough? Let's see. Nope. On the track, Parks hauls it in. And Agresti allowed out number 1 here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Man, maybe just a couple more feet. It hits off that Kona Big Wave sign out in right center. And that ball just died a little bit too quick right at the warning track.
All of a sudden, the wind shifted, blowing straight across from right to left, so it didn't help. Isaac Baloney's got 0 for 1, a walk and a ground out. 0 for 4 with 2 free passes in the series. Lefty-lefty matchup. He takes a fastball high, and it's 1-0. Mark and Brian coming to you live in the Motion Sports Medicine press box. Boulders wrapping up an 8-game homestand before they head out on a 7-game road trip to New Jersey, Trois-Rivières, and Sussex. There's a fly ball to right. Short porch bound. Heads up, everybody. Bye-bye baseball. Isaac Baloney's got his 2nd big fly of the season, his 2nd in the last 3 games. And the Boulders inch a little bit closer, now trailing 4-2.
That's why people love the short porch here at Clover Stadium. Isaac Baloney, a nice little line drive home run out to that short porch out in right field. Like you said, Mark, Boulders inching ever so closely to tying this game back up.
That was a laser beam just over the short porch.
Yeah, hoping nobody got hit out there.
Here's Fritz Genther, who had 3 of those home runs yesterday. 1 for 2 today with a single and a fly out, both to left field. And he takes a breaking ball on the inside corner just above the knees. Of course, it's called the strike, 0-1.
Mike Green loves to call that inside pitch. None of these hitters have liked it.
This one misses inside, a little too far off the plate. Kruglovich is throwing for the Boulders under the watchful eye of Nolan Lemire. Fouled to the screen above the Boulders dugout. And then it does a little plinko. Rolls right down the screen into the party area at the far end of the Boulders dugout.
Those kids were wanting that baseball. It looked like it got caught up in that net. And one fan was able to get it.
1-2 pitch upstairs. Genther takes for 2 and 2. Next one, slugged in the air to center field. Coming hard is Parks, and he'll make the catch. Shoulder high, retiring Genther for out number 2. Hung up just long enough for Parks to get under it. He was playing pretty deep against Genther.
Yeah, I don't see why not. He went yard 3 times yesterday, but a great job by him getting a really good read on that ball and gliding over to make that second out.
Kevin Higgins reached on a fielder's choice in the 2nd inning, rolled out to 3rd in the 5th, so he's 0 for 2 today after sitting out yesterday, and takes a fastball upstairs for ball 1. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Boulders trail 4-2 as they look for the season-high 4th win of the year. This is a ground ball to short. Room service hop for Sanchez. Throws a little low, but it's dug out by Gomez. And the Boulders are done here in the 7th. But they do get a run on the homer by Baloney. No errors and nobody left. We go to the 8th. It's now New York down to New Jersey 4-2 on the Boulders Broadcast Network, powered by Orange and Rockland's electric vehicle program.
At Nelson Metals, we pay you top dollar for metal. Clean out that shop, stockroom, warehouse, garage, or demolition site and turn it into cash. Come to our new location in West Haverstraw.
Don't just throw it away. Bring it to Nelson Metals. You get personal attention from myself and my staff. We'll help you unload it, sort it, and pay you cash. Whether it be lunch money, mortgage money, I'll pay you cash.
Bring your copper, brass, aluminum, stainless steel, and computers and turn it into cash at Nelson Metals.
And this call to the bullpen is brought to you by CSCA. CSCA members, always essential. For the Boulders, now pitching, number 32, Parker Kruglovich.
As we go to the top of the 8th inning, the Boulders go to the bullpen. Their pitching change brought to us by CSCA. CSCA members, always essential. And it is the 23-year-old right-hander from Greer, South Carolina, Parker Kruglovich, on for his 4th appearance. No wins or losses. He has pitched 4 innings, no runs allowed on 2 hits and 2 walks with 6 strikeouts. And opponents are batting .143 against him. Emmett Bice is on the hook. He went 7 innings, gave up 4 runs, all earned on 4 hits, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. Hit 2 batters, gave up a home run through 91 pitches, including 59 strikes.
Very good outing for Emmett Bice. And if it weren't for Ryan Ford, probably would have had a perfect outing, with Ford being credited with all 4 of those RBIs. But, you know, if I'm Coach Mark Reardance and the pitching staff for the Boulders, I'm very pleased with the way Emmett Bice went out there today.
Well, here's the one-man wrecking crew, Ryan Ford, who's gone 2 for 3. Popped out in the first inning, but since then, 2-run single and 2-run homer. And Kruglovich smacked deep to right. Fair, it's gone, but it is just foul. 1 bounce onto the Boulder Bird mini golf course and then over by the playground as it rolls around on the concourse. A loud strike 1 off an 82-mile-an-hour hanger from PK. He's lucky to get that ball back.
Yeah, that ball was tattooed just like his home run back in the 5th.
Parked it in the right center field bleachers midway up. 0-1, fastball low. Kruglovich, 2-seamer, 4-seamer, a changeup, a splitter. His best and favorite, though, is his slider. Works out of the stretch, middle of the rubber, holds at the belt. 1-1, fastball up and away to the lefty hitting right fielder. And Kruglovich behind 2 balls and a strike. Next one to Ford. Smacked in the air, left side. Drifting over toward the line is Baloney. With the sunglasses on, he reaches up and makes the catch for out number 1. We'll get you the out-of-town scoreboard presented by the Hilton Garden Inn of Nanuet, the official team hotel of the New York Boulders. They're in the 5th inning now at Sussex. Trois-Rivières leading the Miners 1-0. Mississippi just underway at Evansville. Everything else is tonight, including the Yankees hosting Cleveland, the Mets visiting the Dodgers, Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Final. Here's Miguel Gomez, rolls it right to Ficca, but it bounced over his glove and up the right field line. So Gomez reaches for the 2nd time today. He grounded out twice and reached on a fielder's choice. That's going to have to be an error on Ficca.
That's a ball he has to body up, and I understand this infield has a lot of bad hops, but in a game like this, in the scenario they're in, he has to body that one up. Probably thought it was going to be a lot easier than it was, but, you know, as you say, it took a Clover Stadium hop.
Yeah, unfortunately, sometimes those hops you should make the play on anyway, and he kind of olayed it with the glove on the left hand, and it skipped right over the mitt. Genther shaded up the middle against Scipion, who's gone 0 for 3. And fouls it out of play over the roof on the first base side, 0-1. Stanley Cup Final rematch between the Florida Panthers and the Edmonton Oilers. 0-1. Too low. Saw a really cool stat the other day. It was, I think, Gretzky's first Cup final with Edmonton in '83, lost to the Islanders. Then they came back, had a rematch the year after, and won.
Maybe Connor McDavid can repeat
1-1
it.
pitch, ground ball up the middle. Genther will take it to second himself. Double clutch and throw in time as they get Scipione by a step for the 4-4-3 inning-ending double play. There's another gem for Genther, and the Boulders get out of the inning. We head to the bottom of the 8th. It's New Jersey 4, New York 2 on the Boulders Broadcast Network, powered by Orange and Rockland's electric vehicle program.
What if courage was a job description and being fearless wasn't a choice, but a necessity to discover that first thread, starting a chain reaction that solves some of the most complex medical challenges, like separating conjoined twins, Anais and Jaden, untangling their intertwined brains, transforming their lives. Montefiore, doing more.
Let's see. It's at 3. If you pick at number 3, you are a winner. Congratulations.
Go to the bottom of the 8th, and the Jackals have gone to their bullpen. I think the Boulders will be very happy to see Francis Ferguson out of this game, as 24-year-old right-hander Jeff Heinrich is on, former High Point Rocker from Brentwood, California. Goes 6'4", about 185 pounds. He's making his 9th appearance of the season, tying Will Lopez for team high, and Lopez was released after yesterday's game. Heinrich, no wins or losses, ERA 10.29. 7 innings pitched, 9 runs allowed, 8 earned on 13 hits and 3 walks with 5 strikeouts, and opponents are batting .394 against him. Jackals closer Joe Testa is next up in the bullpen, and Heinrich will face 9-1-2. Vogel, Dennis, and McCoy with the Boulders down 2, starting the home 8th inning. Vogel's gone 1 for 2, a single his last time up. And he ducks out of the way of a pitch up around his eyeballs.
Boulders were able to scrap off, were able to get 1 run in the last inning with Baloney's solo shot. They have 2 more innings to make up for it. Try to tie this game back up.
The 1-0 from Heinrich out of the stretch. That's in for a strike. So yeah, it was Islanders beat Gretzky and the Oilers in Wayne's first final in '83. Then the Oilers won the rematch the next year. 2008, Detroit over Pittsburgh in Crosby's first final. Sid and company won the next year in the rematch. And now it's Connor McDavid's turn, perhaps, after the Panthers beat Edmonton last year. That's another strike called against Vogel, and he asked for and gets time from the home plate ump Mike Green. They're
going up against a very experienced Florida Panthers team now in their 3rd straight Cup final. It's going to be a tough task.
Edmonton's got home ice advantage.
They do. And they've looked great all year. Should be another classic between those 2 teams.
Boulders have Nolan Lemire up and throwing now in the pen. Looks like he'll get the 9th. 1-2, Vogel takes the off-speed pitch low and away. It bounces away from the catcher, Reeder. Boulders are down 4-2. They had a 1-0 lead in the first inning. Jackals 2 in the 3rd, 2 in the 5th, all driven in by Ryan Ford, their right fielder. 2-2 to Vogel, the Boulders center fielder. He takes high from Heinrich, And that runs the count full. Line on Francis Ferguson, 7 innings, 2 runs, both earned. 5 hits, a walk, 3 strikeouts, a home run. He threw 84 pitches, 53 strikes. Heinrich holding at the belt. Payoff pitch to Vogel. Is slugged in the air. Home run distance, but it's going to carry foul over the bridge bar. And we'll do it again on 3-2.
Vogel's been swinging a really good bat this series. Saw him lead the yard and have a double yesterday, and he already has a hit. See if he can lead off this inning for the Boulders. They're going to need it here.
Another payoff pitch, and that's too high. A fastball misses. Vogel draws a leadoff walk. Well, would you believe, said Maxwell Smart, it's the first time since the first inning that the Boulders have their leadoff batter on base.
Yeah, it's probably why they're down in this game and why they have been down this entire game, basically. You know, it's very important that you get your leadoff man on base. It worked out for them in the first inning. They were able to score a run off 2 batters.
Well, Dennis doubled and scored in the first. He has since grounded out and struck out. Nearly coming to blows with catcher Chris Reeder to end the bottom of the 5th. AD 1 for 3, 2 for 8 in the series as he takes up and in for ball 1.
Boulders in a great spot here to potentially tie this game up and eventually take the lead with the top of the order.
The table is set, as the saying goes. Vogel goes as he dances off first, and the pitch is swung on and fouled back by Dennis out of play to the sweet level right behind home plate. 1-1. Well, Vogie's 8 for 8 stealing this season, and he was dancing off first. Heinrich focused only on the catcher's target. Didn't even give a look over his left shoulder. Breeze blowing out to left center field, deepest part of the park for what it's worth, but only a fairly gentle breeze. 1-1, Vogel stays put. Dennis hits it on the ground right past Vogie into right field. Gomez arguing that Vogel was hit by the ball as he goes first to third. Dennis dives back in and he is out. Strayed a little too far off of first base as the throw came in from right fielder Ford. It was cut off by Sanchez, the shortstop, and then thrown over to first as Dennis is retired for out number 1 on a ball that Austin Dennis hit into the hole on the right side. Miguel Gomez was arguing with first base umpire Jacob Cackett that it hit Vogie on the way through.
Yeah, it was a very close call, but that's just another base running error that the Boulders have had today. We saw it back in the first inning, Ryan McCoy getting caught up. And it's just a nice heads-up play there by Sanchez to get the runner out.
Mack up as the tying run. Ryan McCoy, an RBI double and 2 strikeouts today, and he pulls it foul on the ground outside of first, right in front of pitching coach Mark Reardon, who also serves as the Boulders' first base coach. So it goes in the books as a single for Dennis. But then he's out on an 9-6-3. 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball low. Vogel, a lefty hitting right fielder. Walked 3 times and scored twice yesterday. 1 for 3 in this one. Ball and a strike, 1 out, man on third. Here comes the pitch from Heinrich. And the off speed misses away.
Crucial at bat here for McCoy. Try to get on base, score this run, and get Fredo back up.
Lemire and Vail up in the Boulders bullpen. Tyler Vail will come in if it's a save situation. 2-1 to Mack. Outside, 3-1.
Even if he can't drive this run in, as long as he gets on base, that's all the Boulders need right now.
Alfredo Marte on deck for New York. Here comes the 3-1 from Heinrich. Slugged in the air, left center field. Going to be a tough play all the way back to the wall. It's gone! That ball's out of here. It cleared the yellow line next to the 408. One of the longest home runs you will ever see here at Clover Stadium. It's off the bat of Ryan McCoy. A 2-run bomb in the bottom of the 8th. And Big Mac has tied the score at 4.
He's had quite the day today, Mark. He had that RBI double back in the first to get things started for the Boulders, and he ties this game back up in the closing stages of the game. Man, with one swing of the bat, and we got a tie game on our hands.
This ballpark has been opened since 2011. I have never seen a baseball go out of here next to the 408 marker, between the 408 in left center and the 403 in straightaway center. Right over the fireworks every Saturday banner. Well, there's some fireworks on a Wednesday afternoon from Ryan McCoy. Brand new game. And Fredo Marte hits a line drive to center coming in, and sliding to make the grab is Bryson Parks for out number 2.
We've seen a lot of balls tattooed today. That one was easily the furthest, hardest hit ball we've seen probably in the series so far.
And the most impressive thing, that's an Oppo Taco.
Yeah, exactly.
You've got to be kidding me. Here's Christian Ficca. He's gone 0 for 3 today. And Marte's now 0 for 4, by the way. Ficca takes a breaking ball strike right around the letters for 0-1. Well, McCoy with his 3rd home run of the year. He's got 9 RBIs now. And that's the first home run that Heinrich's given up this season. Breaking ball low to Ficca. Evens the count. Well, Francis Ferguson, who was in line for a win, winds up with a no decision. Emmett Bice gets off the hook. He'll have a no decision for the Boulders. And Tyler Vale will come in. 1-1. Outside, Ficca's ahead, 2 balls and 1 strike with 2 outs and nobody on in the bottom of the 8th. Next pitch to Ficca. Just low on the outside corner. 3 balls and 1 strike.
Here's a big moment for Christian Ficca. One of the newer guys on the team. Came and joined the Boulders late last season,
3-1. Down and in, ball 4. And Ficca's on first with 2 outs for Jason Agresti, who's got one more chance perhaps to extend his 9-game hitting streak. He's gone 0 for 3. A couple of flyouts to Parks in center, sandwiching a pop out to the shortstop. And a visit to the mound by Bert Gonzalez. That is going to be all for Jeff Heinrich.
Wouldn't it be sweet here, Mark, if Agresti can extend his hit streak with 1 swing of the bat? Send the Boulders into the 9th, and then closing the game out from there. It would be pretty sweet.
Came in the 3rd leading hitter in the Frontier League. At 375, Gabriel Maciel of the Miners at 391, leading the way. And here is Joe Testa. 2nd season as the Jackals bench coach, and now serving as their closer. As he'll try to keep this score tied. Testa, a 5'10", 175-pound left-hander, 39 years old, the ancient Jackson, New Jersey native. He and Gomez, the 2 veterans in terms of status on this Jackals roster. Testa making his 3rd appearance. He's had saves in the other 2, but this is not a save situation. No wins or losses, 2 1/3 innings, no runs allowed on 1 hit, no walks and 2 strikeouts. He's faced 7 batters. So the opponent batting average against him is 167. Heinrich's final line cannot be written just yet. 2/3 of an inning. Yes. 2 hits. Yes. 2 walks. Yes. No strikeouts. 1 home run. So far 2 runs, but of course he is responsible for Ficke.
Testa entering his 16th year professional baseball. Also played some AA ball for the Minnesota Twins and Washington Nationals organization. And prior Frontier League experience in Sussex County and entering his 2nd year with the Jackals.
Oh, here comes Agresti, who has also played for both those teams. Started with the Boulders, then Rockland Boulders in 2018. Takes an off-speed pitch inside. Does that say 66? Wow.
May have.
I'm going to guess changeup.
It's not a bad guess.
For him. For me, that's the fastball. 1-0 to Agresti. There's a fastball, and Jay takes it down the middle for a strike, 1-1. 81 on the gun from Testa. Left-hander works out of the middle of the pitching rubber, holds at the belt, checks Ficke off first, change up, down low, good take Agresti. That was a tantalizing change. 2 balls and a strike. Vail continuing to get loose for the Boulders. He will get the 9th, hoping it's to protect a lead. Boulders have come back with 3 runs the last 2 innings to tie it up. Agresti takes inside, ball 3. Well, a walk here moves Ficke into scoring position for the man who homered his last time up, Isaac Bologna. (3-1) to Agresti. A swing and a miss. Might have just gotten a piece. Either way, full count. So with 2 outs and a 3-2 count, Ficke gets an automatic start from first. See if Gomez keeps holding him on. He is for some reason. I don't understand that. There's about a 60-foot hole on the right side of the infield. Sanchez deep at short. Big hole up the middle, too. 3-2. Agresti takes inside as he jackknifes out of the way, and he draws a 2-out walk that moves Ficke to second.
And no such luck on that hit streak. But Jason does do a job there, keeping this inning alive and giving the Boulders an opportunity to take the lead here in the 8th and go into the 9th to have the opportunity to close it out. And Isaac Bologna, we mentioned, homered his last at-bat. He's got a runner in scoring position at Ficke over at second. He can do it with 1 swing of the bat right here.
IB's driven in 3 runs in the series. Yesterday, sacrifice fly, bases loaded walk. Today, a solo homer, a walk, and a ground out. 1 for 2. Batting lefty, he hit a screaming line drive into the short porch his last time up. And he pulls the changeup well foul near the picnic area. And it bounces right through the concourse to the playground beyond the clubhouse. Testa throwing that at 68 miles an hour. Speaking of the Pittsburgh Penguins, as we were a moment ago, they've got a new head coach. Guy I never heard of, Dan Muse, I think his name is. 0-1 to IB. Change up. Punched in the air, left side toward the line. Could be trouble, but it's foul into the visiting bullpen. No hang time at all for Scipione to get over there. 69 miles an hour from Testa. Bologna stayed back on it.
Oh, man, if that was fair, that would have done it. Ficke would have had a great chance to score off of that.
Oh, remember, 2 outs, you're running on contact.
Yep.
Almost not scored.
Yeah.
0-2 with 2 on and 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th. Here's the pitch. Fastball. Punched foul. Left side. Over toward the line. Moving out is Sheehan. And he reached out with his back to home plate, but couldn't make the play. Again, no hang time. New life for Baloney as the battle continues.
As you mentioned, not enough hang time there. Pretty much put it in no man's land. And it would have been a great play over at third if Sheehan made that to retire the inning. Let's see what Baloney can make do with his new life here.
Do it again on 0-2. Fastball low and away. Ficka off second. Agresti leads from first. 2 outs. 2 in already to tie the score. Pitch to Baloney. Fouled off over the roof. Just down the hall from us on the left side.
What a great at-bat Baloney has worked here. Four foul balls this at-bat. We're just about to get into pitch number 6.
And Fritz Genther would be next if IB continues the inning, but he takes, just outside.
That was close.
2-2 on Baloney with 2 on and 2 outs. Boulders have tied the score here in the bottom of the 8th on the 2-run Oppo Taco by Ryan McCoy to the deepest part of the ballpark. 2-2 pitch. Baloney stays back, fights off the change, fouls it off again left side. Just under the control room windows. 2 hour left. Tyler Vale continuing to throw in the Boulders bullpen. The 9th inning is his. Will he take it with a lead? Inside and tight on Baloney upstairs. That fills the count, and both runners will be off with the pitch.
This has just been a phenomenal at-bat. Once again for Baloney, we're just about to get into pitch number 9. And if he's able to get on base here, man.
Testa steps off, looks both runners back. Biggest pitch of the day coming up right here from 39-year-old Joe Testa to Baloney. Too low. Check swing to third. The appeal. Matt Beaver says no siree, did not go. And Baloney has worked the Boulders' 3rd straight walk. Ficka to third base. Agresti to second. And here's Fritz Genther, who's gone 1 for 3 on the heels of his historic 3-home run game. The yellow shoes and the yellow arm sleeve back on today. I would have worn the same clothes. That's just me. I would have worn exactly the same everything as I did yesterday. If I hit 3 home runs, same underwear, same socks. I know it's not sanitary, but who cares?
Well, he's confident he can come big. He can come up big for his team wearing that. So let's see what he can do here.
Base hit gives the Boulders the lead. Ficka over the top of the changeup, 0-1. 69 miles an hour from Testa. What you would call a crafty left-hander. Breeze has picked up a little bit. It's blowing straight across from right to left. So if Genther gets one up in the jet stream, he could clear the bases. 0-1 pitch. Up and in, a fastball taken for a 1-1 count. Testa's hardest pitch so far, 84 miles an hour. Vale ready in the Boulders bullpen. Testa's 1-1. Breaking ball, fouled off his foot by Fritz. And the count 1-2. Landed right in the middle of the coaching box. Third base side, TJ Stanton gobbles it up and loops it right on target to the Boulders ball girl. Bases loaded, 2 outs. 1-2 to Fritz. Fastball swung on and missed. Got him with a high cheese out of the zone. And the inning is over, but not before the Boulders tie the score. 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors. And 3 left on base. 4-4 as we go to the 9th on the Boulders Broadcast Network, powered by Orange and Rockland's electric vehicle program. We go to the top of the ninth. Boulders back to their bullpen for a pitching change brought to us by CSEA. CSEA members, always essential. Right-hander Tyler Vale coming on for his 9th appearance of the season, all in relief. No wins or losses, an ERA of 1. He's got 3 of their 4 saves. PJ Labriola, now in the Red Sox organization, has the other. 9 innings pitched for TV. 1 run earned on 6 hits and 4 walks with 8 strikeouts. And opponents batting 188 against him. New walkout song, too. They went to Sail from AWOL Nation so that everybody can yell Vale at the right time in the tune. First pitch he throws, taken low by Trevor Sheehan, who's got 0 for 3 on the day. It's a ball and no strikes. 4-4 game as we play the 9th here at Clover Stadium. 1-0, fastball on the inside corner, a strike. Vale's got a fastball, a change. The bread and butter, his slider. Out of the stretch, first base side of the rubber, holds at the belt. 1-1 coming in. Over the top, a swing and a miss. Good off-speed pitch. Down to 84 on the gun. Joe Maselli stretching just in case for the Boulders. Here's a 1-2. Fastball missed away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. If we go to the 10th inning, that'll be played with the international tie-break rule. Ghost runner starts at second. 2-2. Breaking ball missed down and out. That fills the count. If we should go to an 11th inning, that's sudden death. Boulders will decide if they want to play offense and try to score a run with a man on first, or hold New Jersey scoreless as Vale misses low and away again with the off-speed and issues Sheehan a leadoff walk.
Not the ideal start you want, especially if you started off the set-bat really well. He's up 1-2 at one point.
It's just the second time today the Jackals have their leadoff batter on base. The other was in the 3rd when Rochelle Di Rosario was hit by a pitch and came around to score. Patrick Sanchez has been hit by a pitch. He's also struck out and singled, so 1 for 2 today. And he takes low and away. Vale having a little trouble finding the mitt of Jason Agresti. That was a 90-mile-an-hour pitch from TV. Sheehan 4 for 4 stealing. He's held on by Ficca. Pretty good lead right out to the cutout. He goes. It's a swing and a pop-up to right field. McCoy toward the line. He's going to have a play at first. Here comes the throw on a bounce. Actually, it was on a line, but it was off line to the second base side. McCoy with a peg. Sheehan able to dive back in.
That would have been quite the play from Ryan McCoy, who tied this game up back in the last half inning. If he was able to get a double play there, it would have sent the Boulders into the bottom of the 9th with a lot of momentum on their side.
And that throw sailed on him a little bit to the arm side, as they say. But they get Sanchez for the first out. Now Chris Reeder, the catcher, who's got 0 for 3 on the day. Vale throws over to first. Home plate side, no tag applied. Genther shaded up the middle. Dennis slightly up the middle, it's short. There's about an 80-foot hole on the right side of the infield with Ficca holding Sheehan on. Pitch, fastball away. 90 miles an hour from Vale. Nobody throwing in either bullpen as we play the top of the 9th in a 4-4 game. Vale's 1-0, runner goes. Swing and a pop-up outside of first. Ficca's going to have an easy double play, unassisted. Didn't think he had the catch. Then realized, oh, I do have the ball. And then he'll take it himself to double off Sheehan, and the inning is over. As Vale works around the leadoff walk. No runs, no hits, no errors, and on that weird double play, nobody left. Bottom of the 9th we go. It's New Jersey 4, New York 4. We'll see if the Boulders come up with their first walk-off win of the year right after this on the Boulders Broadcast Network, powered by Orange and Rockland's electric vehicle program.
If you're tired of people clowning around while servicing your car who don't know what they're doing, or they just don't care because they don't want to be doing what they're doing, at the Duke of Oil, you'll be treated to state-of-the-art equipment and highly trained technicians.
But the Duke of Oil treats you and your car like royalty.
As we go to the bottom of the ninth, Joe Testa beginning his first full inning out of the New Jersey Jackals bullpen. Jeff Heinrich, final line on him, 2/3 of an inning, 2 hits, 2 runs, both earned, couple of walks, no strikeouts and a home run. The line on Parker Kruglovich, who preceded Tyler Vale out of the Boulders bullpen, 1 inning and 0s across. And Testa for New Jersey faces 8, 9, and 1. Higgins, Vogel, and Dennis as the Boulders try to pick up their 5th home field win of the season. And Higgins will not get a chance to be the walk-off hero. Instead, after Higgy went 0 for 3 with a couple of groundouts and he reached on a fielder's choice, Braden Dolbajian will get a chance. Dolby just 3 of 20 on the season, but he's walked 3 times and scored 7. Takes an off-speed pitch outside. Dolby, a righty batter, against the left-hander Testa. 1-0, too low, 2-0.
Yeah, we saw him yesterday make the start at third. Kevin Higgins was a late scratch yesterday, and 4 at-bats. He drew 2 walks and got hit by a pitch and scored 2 runs as well. So he does his job of getting on base.
That's inside, and Dolby ahead 3 balls, no strikes against Joe Testa. Ryan Vogel next. He's been up 3 times and on twice. The pitch taking all the way. Dolbajian watches that one right down the Palisades for a strike.
Yeah, it's smart. He went up 3-0. No point in swinging in anything unless if it's put on a tee for you.
Should take this one too. 3-1, swing and a miss up in the zone at 79 miles an hour. Hey, when we're done, stay with us for the Montefiore Einstein postgame show. Montefiore Einstein, the official team physicians of the New York Boulders. Testa, the 39-year-old lefty, has battled back from 3-0 to 3-2 on Dolbajian. Braden, a 23-year-old from Rhode Island, a swing and a miss. He's down on strikes. Nice comeback from Testa. Back-to-back Ks.
Yeah, what a comeback indeed. Down 3-0 and just dueled him up 3 straight strikes. There's no better way to come back from that.
Here's Ryan Vogel. He popped to short in the 2nd, singled in the 5th, and then walked and scored ahead of McCoy an inning ago as Mack went to the concourse next to the 408 sign for a game-tying 2-run homer. Vogel takes up high for ball 1. I still can't believe that Vogel hit that ball the other way to left center and over the yellow line. It hit the fence.
Yeah, McCoy tattooed that ball.
1-0 to Vogie. Letter high strike he takes for 1-1. And originally the umpires didn't realize that it had hit the fence. TJ Stanton from the third base coaching box immediately signaled home run. And the guys in blue finally caught on. Breaking ball, swing, and a foul straight back. Out of play by McCoy. Vogel, I should say, falls behind. Got the Ryans mixed up. 1-2. The other Ryan Sleeper, starts the series finale tomorrow at Hitchcliff Stadium in New Jersey. 6:35 first pitch. We'll have it for you right here on Frontier League TV, powered by HomeTeam Network. I'll be joined by Ryan Lombardi for that one. And the Boulders are up at Trois Rivières this weekend. Back in the area next Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at Sussex County. 1-2 to Vogie. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And how about Testa? After 2 straight walks, he has struck out the last 3 men he's faced.
And Coach Bert Gonzalez making the correct decision to put the veteran in this type of situation to try to keep the Jackals in this game going into extras. But now here for the Boulders, they have their leadoff man up. And top of the order, hopefully, to follow suit.
Well, these are the guys who've done the damage. A.D., Austin Dennis, and Ryan McCoy have combined for the 4 of the Boulders' 7 hits today. Dennis a double and a run in the first, singled last inning, then got thrown out trying to stretch. He wandered too far around first. He's also grounded out and struck out. As he takes his strike, it's 0-1. Testa working quickly, holds at the belt, lefty comes home, fastball pulled, foul on the ground outside of third. And Dennis behind quickly, 0-2. Ryan McCoy, the hero so far today, tied the game with a 2-run homer in the 8th. Would be next. The 10th inning is an extra inning. You start with a ghost runner on second. And then if we go to an 11th, it'll be sudden death. We'll explain more if you missed it before. Not sure why Testa is gesturing toward the home plate umpire Green. Time had been called, but I'm not sure by who. Dennis back in, waiting on an 0-2 with 2 outs, and now Testa steps off. The pitch clock malfunctioned. It shut off all of a sudden. TJ Stanton yelling up to the control room from the third base coaching box.
Yeah,
that's frustrating.
I don't blame him.
Critical moment of the game here. 0-2 with 2 outs. Dennis takes the changeup low, and it's a ball and 2 strikes on the Boulders shortstop. He's now got himself an 8-game hitting streak. He's had at least 1 on every game in the homestand. 1-2. Testa with a fastball that misses. Reeder tried to frame it, but Mike Green wouldn't take the bait. So deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 9th, a 4-4 score. And here comes the pitch. Breaking ball is popped up sky high outside of third. And it reaches the seats. Sheehan had no idea where it was, and he had the only chance to make a play along the railing, but the ball wound up in the first row near the tarp. So new life for Dennis, and we'll do it again on 2-2.
Man, the scrum of kids was fighting for that ball, and then that one little kid with the glasses. Oh, he gave it to a girl.
That's
How about that?
A smart move.
How about
2-2.
that?
Dennis pulls another one foul. And the battle continues with Joe Testa.
Quite the gentleman.
That's a smart move.
Wow, he ought to be like 8, 9 years old. I guess our future's in good hands, I guess.
Do it again on 2-2. The pitch to Dennis. Outside, full count. Well, it's been all or nothing for Testa. 2 walks followed by 3 strikeouts. And now a full count on Dennis with McCoy on deck. The payoff pitch. Slugged in the air to left. Should be playable for Scipione, moving to his left. And he does haul it in to retire the side. Boulders for the 4th time today go 1, 2, 3. Takes us to the 10th. And the Jackals will have Chris Reeder or a pinch runner as the ghost runner when we come back. A 4-4 score on the Boulders Broadcast Network, powered by Orange and Rockland's electric vehicle program.
Here at Clarkstown Coin and Jewelry, we pay you top dollar for your unwanted gold jewelry and diamonds, regardless of condition. We will appraise your items and offer you immediate cash payment on the spot. Stop in for your free expert appraisal today.
Well, we go to the top of the 10th inning. New Jersey Jackals have 4 runs on 4 hits. They've committed 1 error and left 3 on base. The Boulders, 4 runs on 7 hits. They've got an error. They've left 6 on base. Braden Dolbajian, the new third baseman for the Boulders, after hitting for Kevin Higgins. And the first batter of the inning, Rochelle Del Rosario, swings and misses against Tyler Vale. So it's 0-1. Del Rosario hit by a pitch and scored in the third. He's lined out and flied out, officially 0 for 2. He pitched the 8th inning yesterday for New Jersey. 0-1, just missed from Vale. Ball and a strike. Believe it is Reeder running for himself at second base. The ghost runner in the international tiebreaker rule. Vale checks him, the 1-1 pitch, a fastball hit on the ground up the middle. Dennis has it. Little skip throw just in time to retire Del Rosario for out number 1, but on the play, Reeder moves up to third.
Yeah, the beauty about this rule is, as a leadoff hitter with the ghost runner on second, all you have to do is put the ball in play on the right side of the field. And, you know, even though Del Rosario didn't put it on the right side of the field, he put it on Dennis's glove hand to advance the runner.
Boulders bring the infield in all the way around against Bryson Parks, who's walked, grounded out, and struck out. And he takes inside from Vale for ball 1. Nothing doing in either bullpen. That means Testa gets the bottom of the 10th for the Jackals. Fastball away, 2-0. Next pitch. Inside corner as Parks inches away. Taken for a strike, 2-1. Slugged in the air, sky high to center. Vogel drifting under it. Reeder's tagged up. Vogie makes the catch. Here comes the throw. It's going to be cut off by Ficka right on the mound. So a sacrifice fly. And New Jersey regains the lead 5-4 as Bryson Parks collects his 8th RBI of the season.
All it takes for this international extra innings rules is 2 balls put in play, and that's exactly what the Jackals did. Though it may have recorded 2 outs, they got one run across.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah.
Luis Acevedo's next. He takes a ball. He struck out, put down a sacrifice bunt, singled, and fouled out. So he's officially 1 for 3 with a run scored. The 1-0 pitch just missed inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Austin Dennis will be the ghost runner for the Boulders in the bottom of the 10th, hoping the deficit's only 1. Pitch inside, Vale behind 3-0 on Acevedo. 2 outs, bases clear as we play the top of the 10th. There's a strike called as Acevedo tried to sneak to first. This is the Boulders' 3rd extra inning game of the year. They're 1-1 so far. They have not played a sudden death game yet. 3-1 from Vale. Too low, and Acevedo works a 2-out walk. Well, this is the last thing you want for the Boulders. Ryan Ford was at a 2-run single and a 2-run homer. And driving in their first 4 runs, Brian.
Yeah, and he counted 4 of those 5 RBIs today. I mean, he has just had a monster game for the Jackals.
And he takes a pitch just off the outside corner from Vale. Ford popped to left in the first, and then skied to left in the 8th. In between is where he's done the damage to center. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Vale got him with a breaking ball at 83. Acevedo has stolen 3 bases in 3 tries this season, held at first by Ficka. Not a big lead, but he does run, and it's hit up the middle. And off the glove of Dennis into shallow right center field. Acevedo will go to third and wheels around. Here comes the throw. He's a dead duck. As Jason Agresti was waiting for him with the glove held out, and Acevedo runs into the third out of the inning. It'll be a single for Ford. And then the out goes easily 9-2. And the Boulders are out of the inning with minimal damage done. 1 run on 1 hit. No errors. And 1 man left. Last licks for the home team with New Jersey leading New York 5-4 as we go to the bottom of the 10th on the Boulders Broadcast Network, powered by Orange and Rockland's electric vehicle program. So the Boulders are playing their second extra inning game here at home this season. And they will start the bottom of the 10th inning down a run, but Austin Dennis, the tying run, is the international tiebreak runner. He'll start at second for Ryan McCoy, Alfredo Marte, and Christian Ficca. And we know what McCoy's done today. RBI double back in the first and the 2-run homer to tie the score in the 8th. He's driven in 3 of the 4.
He made that play in the top of the 10th to save a run for the Boulders. So he's had quite the game today in the field and at the plate. He's got a speed demon over there at second base. Again, like I said last inning, it only takes 2 balls in play to score that run with your first 2 batters.
So McCoy 2 for 4 today, 2 for 6 in the series. He's walked 3 times, and that hit him. The breaking ball from Testa didn't break. And McCoy hit by a pitch. Well, if you wanted to walk him, just walk him. Testa hits a batter for the first time this season, while McCoy was plunked for the second time. Fredo Marte can be the hero now. He's gone 0 for 4, got robbed of a hit on a leaping grab by Sanchez at short back in the 3rd. And the former major leaguer takes a strike for 0-1. Boulders down 5-4, bottom of the 10th. The winning runs are on. Change up misses outside. Good take from Fredo. It's 1-1. Dennis at second, McCoy at first. Middle infielder shaded up the middle. Acevedo close to second, keeping Dennis honest. The changeup pulled foul on the ground by Marte, and he's down in the count 1-2. 70 miles an hour, if I'm reading that correctly. Joe Miceli up in the Boulders bullpen in case they choose to play defense in the 11th, if we get there. Marte asked for time, gets it from the home plate ump Mike Green.
The Boulders are in another prime scenario here with the heart of their order at the plate. Ficca and Agresti due up next.
Pitch inside, a fastball at 82, just missed to Marte. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, nobody out. Boulders down a run, bottom of the 10th. Testa holds at the belt, checks Dennis, comes home with an off speed. It's hit on the ground, through the hole on the left side. Dennis gets the wave around. Scipione comes up throwing. It's cut off by the third baseman Sheehan, and Dennis is in standing with the tying run. Alfredo Marte coming through with the RBI single to knot us at 5 as Marte collects his 13th ribby of the season.
There's the veteran coming up clutch for the Boulders. They respond just like that. Two batters into this inning, still with nobody out in the heart of their order. They could really take this game from the Jackals.
McCoy the winning run at second. Ficca 0 for 3 with a walk, and he's slugging it for the fences, but he came up empty. Swinging for the fences, I should say. The shortstop Sanchez up the middle, trying to keep McCoy close. Marte, not a big lead off first. His run doesn't matter. McCoy hits it to right. Should be playable for Ford. And it's in play. Mack tags up. He'll move up to third. And the Boulders have the winning run 90 feet away as Fick is retired for out number 1.
Fick may not be too pleased with the end result, but he does move a runner over 90 feet away from scoring with the red-hot Jason Agresti, who, by the way, Mark, can still extend that hitting streak with this at-bat right here.
Well, if I'm the Jackals, I'm bringing in an extra infielder. They're going to hold. See, this makes no sense. You're holding Marte on. His run doesn't matter. The other 3 infielders had been pulled in, but now second and short, Acevedo and Sanchez are halfway. Sheehan even with a bag at third. Outfielder Shallow. McCoy at third. He's the winning run. And Agresti lines it foul into the visiting bullpen up the left side. Got in front of the change at 72. Out of the hand of Testa. And he'll swap out the replacement ball for another one.
And Mark, if I'm Jason Agresti, I'm doing anything in my power to try and hit it in the gap between first and second. It's a big gap, but that will definitely get the run across for the Boulders to win this game.
Jay's got 0 for 3, a walk his last time up. Waiting on an 0-1. Here it comes. Hit on the ground, foul outside of third. Another one that rolls up to the visiting bullpen. And now Testa ahead of Agresti, 0-2. With 1 out, runners on the corners. Boulders have tied the game. The RBI single by Fredo Marte, who's held at first by Miguel Gomez. McCoy leading down the third base line in foul territory, as should be the case every time. The 0-2 to Agresti. Up and in, he lays off. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. The outfield Shallow. All Agresti's got to do is find some green grass or vacant dirt. 1-2. Fastball hit on the ground up the middle. It gets through. Base hit. Hitting streak extended. Ball game over as Agresti walks it off with a ribby single. McCoy scores, and the Boulders win in walk-off fashion, 6-5 for their 4th win in a row.
What a way to end the game. Not only does Agresti extend his hit streak, but the Boulders cap off their homestand with another win, 4th in a row. No better way to end it. Mark, this team never gave up. Jackals scored 4 unanswered runs all the way until McCoy hit his 2-run shot in the 8th, and the Boulders never looked back and were able to pull out with a very nice win today.
Game that took 2 hours and 40 minutes. And for the Boulders faithful, it was worth every single second. Agresti mobbed out in shallow right field by his teammates. Jubilation here in Pomona as the Boulders collect their season-high 4th win in a row. They improved to 10-11 overall. They're now 5-7 here at Clover Stadium, and they send the Jackals to their 5th consecutive loss. Boy, what a game this turned out to be. We'll recap it for you in just a sec. Just know it was a 1-0 lead early on. Then New Jersey led 4-1. Boulders scored 1 in the 7th, 2 in the 8th, fell behind again in the 10th, but then played 2 runs, and they have their first walk-off win of 20. 25. Right to the postgame show now. It's sponsored by Montefiore Einstein Science and Medicine Advancing Human Health. Montefiore Einstein, the official team physicians of the New York Boulders. And we start with a final line score presented by Berard & Associates. Berard & Associates, certified public accountants. The Boulders wrap up with 6 runs on 9 hits, 1 error, and 6 left. New Jersey, 5 runs on 5 hits, 1 error, and 4 left. Winning pitcher, Tyler Vale, his first victory of the season. He is 1-0. Joe Testa takes the loss, and he is 0-1. Our player of the game presented by Pace University, Ryan McCoy. Have a day, as he had an RBI double in the first inning and then tied the game in the bottom of the 8th with a 2-run bomb to left center field, just to the right of the 408 marker, onto the concourse. Jason Agresti, honorable mention for the walk-off hit that extends his hitting streak to 10 games in a row, Brian.
I mean, just phenomenal. I mean, he's one of the leaders on this team for a very good reason, not only for his hitting streak, but, man, he just came up very clutch for the Boulders today, and they're able to go into this away stretch on a positive note.
Speaking of the drive of the game, presented by Mercedes-Benz of Nanuet, where it's not business, it's personal, that's McCoy's big fly in the bottom of the 8th. It came with 1 out after Ryan Vogel had walked. Austin Dennis singled, and as Vogie went first to third, Dennis wandered too far off first. They threw back behind him and got him for the out, but McCoy bails him out as he goes to the opposite field. And I mean, this was, I think, the farthest I've ever seen a home run hit the other way here at Clover Stadium. The lefty batter goes to the right of the 408 marker, just above the Fireworks Every Saturday banner, and it was a shot. It just kept carrying. And McCoy tied the score at 4. Boulders wind up winning 6-5 in 10 innings. And that takes us to our scoring recap, presented by Clover. Attention small business owners, Clover's contactless point-of-sale solutions help you serve your customers quicker than 100-mile-an-hour fastball. 1-0 New York, 2 batters into the bottom of the first. Austin Dennis and Ryan McCoy with back-to-back doubles. But New Jersey would grab the lead in the third after Rochelle Del Rosario was hit by a pitch from Emmett Bice to start the frame. Bryson Parks had walked. Del Rosario in between stole second, so it was first and second, nobody out. Luis Acevedo put down a sacrifice bunt, moving the runners to second and third. Ryan Ford, a 2-run single into right center field, made it 2-1 in favor of the Jackals. Ford is next time up in the 5th inning with a 2-run homer off of Bice, who had not allowed a big fly this season. That made it 4-1 New Jersey, and it stayed that way till the bottom of the 7th inning. Isaac Bologna with a 1-out homer, a screaming line drive to the short porch and right. That closed the deficit to 4-2. And then McCoy with his 2-run bomb in the 8th, evened the score at 4. We went to the top of the 10th eventually. Chris Reeder, the ghost runner, moved up to third base on a Del Rosario ground out. He scored on Bryson Parks' sacrifice fly. Luis Acevedo walked, and then on a single by Ford into right center field, Acevedo tried to score all the way from first, and he ran into the final out of the inning. Jason Agresti was waiting for him. Could have taken a nap before Acevedo got to home plate, but he slapped the tag on, and that was the end of that. Boulders would start the bottom of the 10th with Austin Dennis as the ghost runner. Ryan McCoy was hit by a pitch. Alfredo Marte ripped an RBI single in the 5.5 hole on the ground. That sent home Dennis with a tying run to make it 5-5. Christian Ficca flied to right. McCoy tagged up and moved to third, and then Jason Agresti with runners on the corners, a ground ball up the middle, got past Sanchez, the shortstop. Agresti extends his hitting streak to 9 straight games, and he drives in the winning run as McCoy trots home from third, and the Boulders have their first walk-off victory of 2025. Oh, by the way, Agresti pulling back into a tie with Christian Ficca for the team RBI lead at 23 apiece. And Brian, wrapping up this 8-game homestand, best way the Boulders could have thought of, 4 straight wins.
Yep, and it didn't start off the way they wanted, but the the fact that they were able to come back, rally off 4 in a row to end this homestand into this long away stretch that they have, there's no better way they could have ended it.
That'll take us to our next Boulders broadcast, which is tomorrow night when we join you at 6:25 Eastern Daylight Time. That'll be in the evening after back-to-back morning games here at Clover Stadium. The guys will be in Paterson, New Jersey, looking for a 3-game sweep against the Jackals, and we hope you can join us then for all the action. Until then, for everybody here at Clover Stadium, a very happy Clover Stadium for the entire New York Boulders family. For my broadcast partner, Brian Hanway, for Lucas Silva manning the controls on Frontier League TV, powered by HTN, and for Ryan Lombardi, who handled things on the Mixler side, I'm Mark Renee, reminding you the final score in walk-off fashion. New York beats New Jersey in 10 innings today, 6-5, as we say so long from Pomona on the Boulders Broadcast Network, powered by Orange and Rockland's electric vehicle program. Have a great rest of your Wednesday, everybody. We'll talk to you tomorrow.